the stars. So you know you're not too far away from me. You're in light when it's my dark. I know this distance makes it hard for us to see. I've been waiting so long, I've been waiting so long, just to see you. I've been sleeping alone, I don't wanna let go. I can't forget you.
Up in the stars. Now I know I'm not too far away from you. I want you back inside my arms. This distance got me feeling so alone. It's true. I've been waiting so long, I've been waiting so long, just to see you. I've been sleeping alone, I don't wanna let go. Forget you.
Hey man. Hello to everyone else. Welcome to the stream. It is week 6 of NUEL. Final of the round robin. And today we have a guest commentator in The Feast, I believe your name is now.
Yeah, but I still go by Worsey.
Yeah. So why did you change it?
When or why?
Why? If you still go by Worsey, why did you change it?
I just wanted something new, really.
And Hold My Bear
okay.
wasn't good enough?
Nope, and neither was...
Yeti for sale?
To be fair, it was funny when you were riding around on a Yeti, and
Yeah.
above your head is Yeti for sale.
It's like calling yourself Yasuo and then never playing Yasuo.
I was tempted.
How's it going,
I
man?
even
You
have-
alright?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been a while, actually.
Yeah. Are we excited?
Apprehensive, because there's a lot on the line.
There really is. Well, okay, so the league standings are so close. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams on 10 wins,
Yeah.
and a further like 15 on 9 wins.
That is really close.
Yeah, and that's fighting for like, well, I guess
Around the
technically-
playoffs.
Yeah, they're all like right around the playoffs. Like this is going to be so close. Oh, and
Are we on 9 or 10?
we're on 9, so we really need to win all 3.
And how many spots are there?
Wait, let me get you in. 16 make the playoffs.
Game lobby's full.
Yeah,
So there's 16 that make the playoffs and roughly 25-ish that are contending for it.
yeah, basically. There's a couple of teams higher up. There's one with 13 wins, a couple with 12. So it's like 25 teams fighting for 10-ish places, 12 places.
Hmm.
There's going to be a few unhappy people. You went? Nice.
Yep. One of these
Shit, you can't
spectators
join
needs
the
to join the team.
spectators, okay.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Pepe Frog? Get him out of here. Give them the link. I was primed and ready with a link.
Yeah. Do they have 3 people in the spectate?
Oh,
Or-
maybe. Okay, well, we're in spectate, so... What is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, the-
Okay, I'll leave. They side swap.
Oh, geez, that's risky. Once you're in, you got to stay in, dude.
Okay, so one of some of them left. That's fine.
All right. Wait. Oh, so we're all sorted.
I think so. Wait, why is Banniger Linkson? Is he playing?
Yeah.
So are there 2 spectators on each team? Is that why there's
I think
causing
that's
an issue?
like standard. That's what you're supposed to have. But
The
I
players
believe-
seem to rag it.
well, I believe Team 1 have a coach who might be in as well. I don't know his name though.
Team 1, isn't that us?
Yeah, that's us. We got a coach for Team 1.
Oh,
Former UClan student who wanted to help out.
fair enough. And who is it that they're against, other than the No Girlfriend squad?
I have no idea. No girlfriend squad. Nice.
Looks fairly even in terms of ranked placement. Of course, that doesn't give us a idea of the roles in which they play.
Yeah.
Slightly look to be stronger having everyone in diamond, and 3 of them in platinum. But again, it depends on the roles.
It really does. And
the champions who they can play.
And how well they play as a team. Like,
yeah, that's true.
you can never.
I mean, we saw last week there was quite a lot of. In which team was it whom you were covering?
Team 2 last week.
Yeah, I think the downfall there was the lack of communication.
Yeah.
Especially with the warding. The jungle seemed to get took over quite a bit.
Yeah. Tough week last week for Team 2. But hey, we got them twice on stream, so they can't really complain in that regard. I'm gutted we missed Team 3's first win. They won twice last week.
I know, that would have been a great coverage.
I was hoping they'd do it the week before when we were covering them, but nope. Weren't having it.
So do they not have any boys versus lads?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the title.
Who's the party owner? One of them. Oh, okay. But I mean, if you're first, you'd think that you'd put yourself first. So are they calling themselves inferior already?
Well, also a bit sexist, just saying. Where's Rihanna?
I mean, if they're going from the she's been outranked, I think, because they're all diamonds, and because they wanted the last push.
Wait,
they went for
really?
the strongest.
She's been kicked off the team.
I think so, yeah.
Wow, holy crap!
He was
that's
pretty
harsh.
upset. Yeah.
Brutal at the top, kids. Be careful.
The Alistair ban coming through.
Yeah. So I've not actually scouted these guys, so I've no idea what they play. I'm guessing our team, as professional as ever, will have done all that for us. They'll know what they're picking and banning. It's pretty targeted though. Like, I wouldn't say Alistair's one of the strongest champs.
I mean, of course, we don't know if they've got a team composition in mind which an Alistair or Darius would mess up. It seems like if a team composition. So if they're like, oh, okay, this game we're going to play like an all-in comp, which I think would struggle against an Alistair and a Darius, for, potentially, or they're just targeting the bans.
I bet it's more targeted. Unless you've got a counter lined up for it, you don't really want to be dealing with a Darius. And like, don't get me wrong, Ali is, generically strong, but he's not going to solo carry a game, is he?
No, and they do seem, especially with Rakan now, there's a lot of counters. Well, I said that wrong. I was going to go for something else and change my mind halfway through.
What do you think?
Alistair
Rakan counters Ali?
Well, it's a bit of a weird composition. It's whoever engages first loses.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Because if Alistair goes in, Rakan can counter with his W. If Rakan goes in, well, Alistair's counter's a bit stronger with the knock up and walk around and knock under tower.
Yeah.
So it creates a bit of a stale lane.
He could dash out again after.
Yeah, true.
Thresh picked up though. And Xin Zhao, generically strong.
Mm-hmm.
We did see a Thresh get absolutely battered last week by a Pike.
Yeah.
I think I'd still go for the Thresh out of the two of them if I had the choice.
Mm-hmm. And Morgana's still open as well. Tom Kench.
Picking up Tarn
I wonder if
instead.
that's going to go to the Pepe Frog top lane playing the Frog himself.
It'd be funny if he did.
I'm really not a fan of Tom Kench in my games. He's really anti-fun.
Yeah.
But I suppose in a competitive setting, where the aim isn't just fun, it's to
Well,
win.
It's perfect, isn't it?
I mean, I'd still want something that, like a Thresh, that can make the plays as opposed to just ulting around the map.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's not just him that's ulting around the map, it's the ADC as well.
Or whoever
Or the
decides to
jungler,
take.
or, top lane.
Or the Fountain Guard.
What? I don't think that's possible. I could be wrong.
Well, they refer to themselves as boys, so maybe they've not grown up enough to understand laning. We can only hope.
Wait, these guys are all way higher ranked than us, just saying. Like, people in glass houses, dude.
Hey, I got flamed by a few of the higher ranked people today, so
I can't believe they kicked Rihanna off. Holy shit.
so I'm making a generalization.
That is so good.
Okay, so Tarmkench Sivir into a
Yeah.
fresh, potentially Lucian bot or mid.
Yeah, could
Probably
still go
really
mid.
disadvantaged mid into a blind though.
Yeah, but I guess that's why you've got the flexibility. You can still chuck him down bot. He's not really going to suffer, is he? I don't think Splaff plays in too much though.
It's quite interesting that they went with a Gragas ban with the Camille already picked. But again, she is another flex.
Camille?
Yeah.
Camille? Is it Camille or Camille?
I think it depends on where you're from.
Oh, okay.
I know two people who, with the same spelling, who go by it different, so... I think, unless there's champions who are referred to in voice files, then it's open to interpretation.
Apparently, Team 2 have got a win already.
Already?
Yeah,
Why
so they
did
battered them in
not
like
show
3
up?
minutes.
Oh,
Or the other team didn't show up. One of the two.
probably the former.
Yeah.
It would be great to see. Maybe that team did all decide to play Fountain Guard, you know.
Oriana ban, yeah. I was going to say Splaff's going to pick that up.
I mean, Oriana Camilla is a dangerous comp.
Yeah.
People fear what they cannot
So they've spotted it,
Combo.
they've got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a Camille jungle, you know.
Well, I'm thinking it is, because it's one of the top tier junglers at the minute.
Is she?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
I don't know about that.
She's difficult to pull off, so we don't see it in our low elo. But
Oh, true. That might be a bit of a common theme. Oh, he's picked
oh,
up the Ari.
no, my bad. It was last patch she was top.
Splaff's gone for the Ari into Lysandra. I mean, I guess.
I mean, the Ari's going to look to roam really,
yeah.
into it, especially into the Lysandra.
If it's aftershock Lysandra as well, like you're gonna struggle getting through her. Even with the true damage.
The Teemo pick coming in, okay.
No, it's a placeholder. I don't know who for though. I guess the top laner.
A placeholder.
Yeah. Wait, do you know about placeholders?
Nope.
So if this guy, Banagher Lynx, if he doesn't have a champion and say the top laner wants to pick Darius, even though he's banned, then he can do a placeholder and the remake the lobby.
Ah, okay.
And
Here's the remake.
yeah. That's
they-
3 times we've been tempted with a Teemo.
Do they have to declare who the placeholder is?
Yeah, I don't exactly know how it works.
What if they wanted Renekton and then he gets picked afterwards?
Yeah, exactly. So you could say we have an advantage now because they have to pick Renekton. So you could pick his counter instead. But I don't think.
Do you only get so many per tournament, or?
Well, I don't think it quite works like that. I think the captains will be in touch and say, "Oh, the Teemo's a placeholder for."
Oh, okay, yeah. Was Akali banned last time?
It doesn't matter. They've already picked
Oh,
down
they're
to
just
like
gonna
the
pick the
last
same
2
champs.
champs or whatever. So maybe they've already communicated. They've said the Teemo was a pick for Yasuo, and he's happy playing Renekton into it. So
Oh, it was an Ornn pick.
it was Ornn. Okay, Niangi on the Ornn.
I mean, he's getting nerfed next patch, so
Yeah.
at least at the minute as it stands on the PBE. So getting the most out of the strength of him at the moment.
Oh, but he won't be super strong for actual playoffs next week.
No,
We'll have to
but it
find
could be a
someone else.
specialised pick into this team.
Take a good look. It's the last you'll get.
So what does the Ornn bring? Long range engage.
I mean, other than the strength of his passive items, if it does get to such a late game, he has really strong engage.
Non-committal
Obviously,
engage as well.
I mean, once you've got the lockdown with Camilla, Ornn does a surprising amount of damage with his auto attack or ability after he uses his W.
Yeah, the
Gets passive
what's it
on him.
called? Can't remember.
I should know. I was playing him jungle quite a bit.
Oh, I saw you actually. I spectated one of your games, and you got like a double kill.
He was surprisingly strong because
Yeah.
the enemies, they're just not used to playing against it. And the sustain that he has.
So these are the team comps. Ornn up top for Niangi. I have seen him play it before, and I thought it was pretty good. Bit of damage in the jungle from Camille.
I almost accidentally clicked the quit spectating button then.
We still got the 3-minute delay yet.
I know. So there's the Tarm and Sivir bot lane into the Thresh and Lucian.
I don't know, they're not in order. Like, what's going on here? Who sorted these people out? At least our guys are. First time in about
Good
5
organisation
weeks.
from UClan already.
It just looks better though, doesn't it?
The Ari taking the cleanse for the Lissandra ultimate.
Yeah. Or Renekton's done late game.
I do feel as though UClan have taken the more standard team comp. I'm quite unsure. I mean, it could just be me being unable to see it. Obviously, they've got the pick with Lissandra, followed by a stun with Renekton, and a lot of engage onto that one target.
Yeah.
After that, there's only really AoE from Lissandra's close range AoE and Sivir as well.
Yeah, but I mean, you take the Renekton out of it, you put like, wait, who would you put there? Aurelia? Akali? Their team comp has been like pretty strong all season.
I mean, I don't doubt that the individual champions are strong, but I'm not sure what their game plan with that comp would be.
Yeah. I guess just jump on someone and blow them up. Like, you kill the
But then you've got
Lucian.
the cleanse on Ari. Lucian could build QSS. You've got the lantern with the Thresh, and the disengage from the Ornn as well. It's-
No, dude. Thresh Lantern is useless. You just put wards on it.
Well,
It even fools like the best ADC in the world in Uzi. So
he didn't use the zoom in trick then, did he?
yeah. Oh, it was you that told me that trick actually.
Yeah, if you zoom all the way in, click the lantern. It is hard to remember to do it, and
Yeah.
unless you're well practiced with it, it's still quite difficult.
I have literally never done it. I probably never will, but I am aware of it. I think that counts for something, right?
The thing as well is Tarm Kench Sivir against Thresh Lucian. I don't see First Blood go or a kill in the bot lane go
Yeah.
into UClan. Obviously with the Sivir spell shield, and then even if Thresh lands the hook on that, his cooldown will reset. He'll have time before Sivir's spell shield up to hit her again, but then the Tarm Kench can just devour her and run
yeah,
away.
I think you want to be focusing on the Tam Kench, really. You don't really have a choice.
Mm.
I wonder if he's gone spellbook so he can take like a cleanse late game.
Be interesting to see. Be nice if we could see it in the spectator screen.
Yeah.
Well, on the delay anyway.
Interesting though.
I also find it quite weird that Renekton hasn't got the same clan tag as the others. Is he just gonna solo top lane and
Yeah.
ignore the team?
Solo Renekton only.
Yeah, I don't need a team. I'll carry by myself.
I mean, he's got a chance. I think he can bully about this on a bit.
Yeah, of course, someone can just buy health back.
Yeah.
But nah, Renekton definitely has the early advantage in that lane.
Whether or not he can take it or not, really.
Well, we'll find out.
As we begin to load into game. Oh, excited. I'm actually kind of nervous as well. Like, they're so close. They've put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. Are they gonna
And Pepe
actually-
Fog is playing the Tarm Kench. My dreams
God.
have come true. I wonder if he is a Tarm one trick.
He does have the skin as well. He's got some good skins, Tom. What's his other one? I can't actually remember.
He has the chef one he's currently got.
And
He
he's
has
got like Earth.
Earth, yeah.
That's a good skill.
Fortunately, I don't see too many Tarn Kenches in my games.
Oh wait, look at this on Splaff. For one,
What,
nice
the Glacial
skin.
Augment?
Really nice skin. But yeah, what's this?
And it is the Aftershock Lysandra that you were talking about.
Yeah, I think it's a standard rune now. I don't think
quite
she gets too
quite
much out of the other
surprising.
stuff. Sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. We're talking over each other.
Trying to.
It's quite weird that Splaff has opted for the Glacial Augment, given it's a Lysandra and it's going to be quite hard to do the damage to kill.
Yeah.
When, if you were thinking about a roaming playstyle, you'd expect the Electrocute. I mean, taking Domination as a secondary tree.
But who's he going to blow up? Sivir with a spell shield? Xin Zhao's going to be going pretty decent.
I don't know, I've seen quite a lot of Xin Zhao's going more for the damage route.
What does Xin Zhao build? Does he go Triforce?
Depends, really.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
In terms of, you can go for a more bruiser build or a one-shot build.
I think it'll be more Bruiser. Because we are in team play after all. This is no solo queue.
That's true.
5-man invade comes to nothing. They got spotted out. So am I actually doing the play-by-play casting?
We probably should have decided this before we jumped in, shouldn't we?
It'd be fine. We'll win it.
We can do a mix and match.
Yeah, sure.
Pick and mix of the casters.
A bit of both.
Minions have spawned.
Triforce does seem to be the most frequently built
How did you go check up?
build path. Yeah. Taking Warrior and into Sterix, picking up a GA later, or after the Triforce Warrior, you can go into a more tanky route with a Titanic, Deadman's Thornmail.
Yeah. Sterex? Is that part of the build?
Yeah. Not on the tankier version, because I suppose you've got the sustain from the tank itself.
I'd still like to see it on it. If I was playing Xin Zhao, which, you know, I just don't do. Do some bit of damage.
Shall we do a time check?
Yeah, 1 minute 50.
50.
What do you want?
4, 5, 6.
Seconds?
Well, 1 minute 50, blah blah blah. 2 minute 2, 3.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Push it on if you can.
The on with the early trick. Where is it that you click to?
Oh, so if you go bottom left, the little weird eye thing, and then time controls. Keep it in the plus until you're up to full speed. Did you find it?
Yep. Okay. Wave clear down in bot lane.
Yeah, pretty standard. Lucian. Oh, this is a fight.
Oh, the on.
First blood, nice. Nice smite as well. Got
It was
red blood.
almost a kill up in the top lane with
Got both of them. Oh, those long legs of Camille somehow reaching. That's a nice start.
oh, the Orn just chunked down on Necton. He based, teleported back in, and he's already chunked down again. Strong start in top lane as well.
He's pretty obnoxious, Orn. He's tough to deal with. He's awkward. He does a surprising amount of damage with his passive. I still don't know what it's called.
I did try to look up the name, but unfortunately the site didn't tell me. Here's the
Has he
crowd
got
control
enough to
come
get
through. Oh,
Oh, he's letting go. Oh.
I mean, they've got that ward down in the bush, so they would have expected Camille not to be there. And his E would have come back off cooldown eventually.
I couldn't have let him go. I'd have been after him.
That
But
said,
yeah.
Orn's W does give him the shield.
True.
That's both of the teleports down. One on each team. I say both, there's 2 on the side of whoever you plan to go against.
That's good damage. Decent turn though. Has he quite got it?
Oh, he does. And without the teleport advantage, that will be really, really good lane advantage now for Bjorn. And he can use that gold immediately, but he may wish to back, given his health, after pushing the whip.
I can't see how many charges he's got on his corrupting potion. I don't know why it doesn't show you.
Oh, it is interesting. The bot lane is mostly currently a bit of poke onto both.
Yeah, I
But
think
mostly
the
focusing on
the Lucian and the Thresh kind of need to make some plays, really.
But I mean, again, what we were talking about before with Sivir Spell Shield and the Time Devour,
Yeah.
might be more difficult to do so.
But if you're not, then you're just waiting for the like Sivir time bomb of 4 or 5 items.
Lissandra making sure that Camille doesn't gank from the bot side, which you'd have thought they'd have been able to know she's currently top. And that's the wards are in advance for the Camille rotation.
She's coming bot side now. Scuttle's coming up soon as well.
Ari's roaming across, puts pink in the pixel brush, clears one of the wards.
I like that name, Pixel Brush.
I only heard it the other day.
I did hear it a while ago, but I can't think of too many other brushes with names. Try brush. Ooh, charm missed.
Tries more of a. Oh, that was close. I think if one of those Qs had come back, that might have been a kill.
Or if she'd taken ignite.
I think the cleanser's needed.
Is it?
Into Alessandra with the Xin Zhao damage. Yeah. Unless you're willing to burn your ultimate to get away from the Lissandra.
Yeah.
But then there's always the counter. Lissandra's, is it her E? Is on a much lower cooldown than the Ari ultimate.
Oh, true, yeah. The dash thing. In inverted commas that no one can see. Nice start from you, Clan, though. CS even across the board. Couple of kills.
The Balm is Cinder, built by Ornn, which will make it hard to freeze the wave. The invade for the red coming back up. Since I was about to walk up and potentially find the Camille and the Ornn.
Yeah, looking so
Surprised they didn't bring it into the brush itself. First Ornn ultimate, Xin Zhao gets the red. Hit by Ornn. The follow-up. Swan down. Will Lissandra pick up a kill? With the shutdown as well.
I think he can kill it.
Renekton's on his way, as is Ari. Trying to balance that line between the two towers.
1 for 1.
I think the advantage going over to the red team.
It's a nice flavour by the Thresh.
Yeah.
Rian could have done that, just saying, guys.
Rian would have got 10 kills spot lane by now.
I know, right? Should have stolen all mine.
And somehow still flamed the ADC. Well, that might just be when I play. I always get fed because of how good she is as a support, and she has a go at how bad I actually am.
Oh, he's trying.
Ultimate being used by the Ari.
Again, ignite.
Seems as though Ornn is dominating that top lane. Over 1,000 gold lead at the minute.
Yeah, it was more. I'm not really sure how they've caught up.
There was a big wave, I think, that someone caught
No, maybe.
to go even on the CS wave. But there's the counter pick to the early game Renekton. Let's pick Ornn.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, Niangi makes it look like it.
Well, yeah.
Flash coming in close. I don't think he'll be able to get this kill.
Just not worth.
Xin Zhao coming back up, as is Camille. With a turn. CC down. Chain CC, good Xin ult. Camille ultimate should save the Ornn, who went dangerously close.
He walked back in. Like, what are you doing, mate? Just run. Get away from there.
It appears as though Yukon are one step ahead of every play at the moment.
They're playing well, aren't they? Fills me with a lot of hope for today.
But Sivir did use her E, so it would have missed anyway.
Yeah.
Could argue it's better that Thresh did miss his hook, baiting out that Sivir spell shield. Lissandra seemingly taking no damage from the Ahri.
Oh, it's that aftershock, man. It's so strong. Such a strong room when you can use it. That's the real issue.
And you do have to get up close, and getting up close to an Ahri with a charm is always risky.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, if you do catch her with anything, then you get like 80 armor, 80 magic resist. Like, that's a big
I think
chunk.
both junglers passing over their blue buff.
Nice to see. As you would kind of expect.
The Lucian pick was an early pick. 'Cause
Yeah.
it does seem to be a bit of a farm lane down in bot, which you'd expect with someone like Sivir and Tahm Kench. You just want to, well, they're primarily focused about surviving the lane, where Lucian wants to get ahead in the lane.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an issue. Because it is playing to Sivir's win condition by not killing them.
But obviously that's counteracted by the other three doing well and winning lane. Ahri has a significant CS advantage.
Yeah, 14 up at the moment. Looks like it's going to be more as well. Just keeping this Lissandra at arm's length.
You're right, it's 15 now. 16.
Alright.
I couldn't resist. It went up as you were saying it.
I knew it was a bad idea inviting you on.
Xin Zhao sneaking the dragon.
He's going for it as well. No one spotted it. We got it well warded to red team.
That's the ocean dragon going over. Camille is about though, so if they do get suspicious, they could do. Lucian walks up to ward over the blasting cone, so they expect Zin's was on the bot side.
Oh dear. We got the slow.
It was a good reaction from Ahri when that dragon goes down. Or missing.
Down bot. Sivir has been clapped.
Sivir goes. The Thresh did really well to keep the Tahm Kench away
yeah.
from the Sivir for the Devour.
Out in the bot lane.
It does allow Renekton to get some damage on the top turret, but this should be first tower for Yukon. Ahri and Lissandra just picking up waves, recalling, resetting. Renekton proxying the wave.
They did get it.
Be interesting to see if there is a lane swap, given the dragon's gone down, Rift Herald's now the only objective on the map. Renekton's pressuring top side quite heavily as it is.
Yeah, but what time does Renekton like get to the stage where it can actually batter this along? Or is that just never going to happen this game?
I think the Renekton would have had to get ahead early. I mean, the Ornn is 3-0-2. Sure, 15 CS down, that's the equivalent of 1 kill's gold. So it's still 2 kills worth of gold, 600 gold up.
So for me, I kind of want to leave the on up top.
But it's the amount of pressure that the bot lane will have over the Ornn for the Rift Herald, as opposed to just the 1v1 lane. As you see here, the Renekton getting punished for taking that tower, with the lane swap coming through. This gives Yukon the priority for, well, it gives them the Rift control.
Well, they can push for top as well. Why not?
Yep,
It's
I
that
wonder if it'll
easy
be
to
a
mop up
similar
this
play.
Renekton. Looking good. A very strong start.
And there's a lot of vision in that top side for Yukon as well, so it gives even more control for the top side.
Yeah,
Now
top
not
side,
seeing
not
the
so
pink
much.
ward. But there's no major objective there.
Yeah.
There's a tower, but
They
Ornn
did
can
lose the Drake
has-
because they didn't have it warded. They had no idea.
True.
At all.
True.
And they do add up.
But they did punish the Xin Zhao for it. And
They
got
did,
bot
yeah.
tower first blood, rotating around and now have rift control, so
The glacial augment coming in clutch for the Ahri.
and now they've got the scuttle control as well as the start of the Rift Herald, which is warded. So the red side do know that we're on there. A lot of free damage for the Ahri there.
Yeah. Can't really deal with the range, can she? The
No.
Lissandra.
Of course, the Ahri wanting to push now so that she does have priority if a fight does break out near Rift.
I don't think they've got enough damage with it to... Could be
Connections
wrong.
up to the Ahri. I mean, Ornn does have a lot. That was a nice flash. It looks as though this will be the end for Niangi. 600 gold bounty going over to the Xin Zhao.
I think he needed that with it.
Arguably, the Renekton needed it more. Good play topside. Will the Rift Hell be used? I'm not sure. It's my biggest weakness when I'm jungling is when to use the Rift Hell. But knowing Xin Zhao's bot, Renekton's bot, 1 kill on the top lane, it probably does seem a good idea to use it. Tower goes down. Will they continue the push?
Why not? There's 3 of them up there.
Lissandra's making her way over as the minions have reset in the mid lane. Shelly gets a charge off, a few wards cleared. Game's really opened up. So they've been trading towers. Shelly with the charge on the tier 2 top side. Zhao finally finds that pink ward that's been there quite a while.
The Renekton has got solo gold on 2 towers.
That is true. If he gets this tower, will he get the tower and
Oh, he's
sacrifice
not
his
gonna-
life? It appears so. But he does get out. Niangi chasing him down. Play on the mid doesn't. Oh, good fresh hook. Ahri Charm, Q, Sandra on himself. Tanken shows up and the Ornn is
still
actually
here.
catching up. Yeah.
What's going on? He got him.
I'm not sure about the base stats for them, champ, but it would appear that Ornn has faster movement. The flash used by Tom Kench, now they're surviving on low health. Suppose now that the side lanes have gone, there's no major objectives.
This would be good. What are you doing there?
Xin Zhao did really well to cancel that second headbutt onto the Ornn up. It does allow Lissandra to go down, which is quite a lot of their wave clears, I was mentioning. They only have the Sivir really for AoE. On her own, does she really want to risk it? The Thresh walking forward to force her back, the tower will go down. Now we're 4,000, 4,000 gold lead for you, Pat, with 1 tower
9 kills
advantage.
up as well.
Quite strong, yeah. With only 1 tower, the difference. Camille deciding to clear out the Krugs before recalling.
All tier 1's down. Where should they be attacking now?
I mean, the dragon's respawning soon.
Yeah.
I'd focus getting vision around the bot lane as the red side does seem to be doing at the minute. It wouldn't surprise me if Lucian pushes out this wave and then recalls down to bot. Then again, Ornn's just come back, so I'm not sure. This bot wave is currently pushing in UClan's favour, which, if they did group up and around, they'd be able to get the vision control.
But what would they fight over? There's not much.
Dragon spawning in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I think it's theirs anyway.
It is another ocean dragon.
It'd be nice to even them up. As they are grouping round it.
Hashtag predictions. With this significant gold lead, it does give us the priority for it. Now I'm not really sure what to do. Otherwise I'd probably climb
Yeah,
myself.
I guess you just want to push bot, right?
I mean, I imagine you get 1 lane pushing, send the Ornn to match the Renekton push because he can force him off the wave, prioritise around mid, Ornn rotate over with a big ultimate engage, which hasn't worked so far this game, and then whittle down a tower. But there is a lot of wave clear on the side of the red team with Sivirs.
I mean, yeah, Sivir mainly, but Lissandra's not poor at wave clearing.
But she does sacrifice survivability for that wave clear if she uses her E to attack the minions.
True.
Or the engage. Looks as though jungle is just going to be gathered up as Baron's spawning in 1 minute 30.
See, I'd be pushing bot lane and trying to aim for the inhib down there, so you can rotate Baron pretty free.
You'd certainly want that bot lane pushing or advantageous. The teleport is up on all 3 teleport champions, so
So pushing towards us at the moment. bot lane. But they've sent
Lucian
them
Fresh down there currently, picking up the CS. I imagine they'd swap with the Ornn because of that teleport, if
Yeah.
needed.
But Renekton can match it, so it's not like going to be a disadvantage.
There's still a minute left on the Baron spawn. All of red side are up there, and Lucian Fresh are let loose further down. Ornn knocked him for the early engage, given it's a 5v3.
But this is not going well.
They didn't respect the lack of vision that they had in the 5v3. Lucian Fresh making their way over, the Lantern saving Ahri. Spooky Ghost used, Glacial Augment, Flay, Hook.
Renekton's been out, Lucian can then.
The Charm coming in, stopping the Renekton healing with his Q.
Did get a bit of a trade.
Not the worst outcome. Bot lane's pushing
pretty
in.
bad.
I mean, 2 kills for 1 in the end.
Yeah, but it was our engaged.
It was a bit early. They didn't really respect the fog of war and where the enemy could be. They did have both Lucian and Fresh all the way at that tier 2.
But they didn't see like anyone else on the map, and they still engaged it. Like that's pretty risky at the best of times.
It felt as though that was the downfall last week for Team 2.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
quite
a
as-
really tough week for Team 2 last week.
It wasn't
Sometimes
as
it
blatant.
happens.
But,
A couple of people having an off day, and the team's not quite gelling, and suddenly you lose 3 games in a row.
I mean, they still have a 3.5k gold lead.
Yeah, I think this one's like still, you know,
It does take the momentum away a bit.
still ours for the taking this game.
It's certainly ours to lose. But then again, Sivir does outscale the Lucian.
Pretty hard as well.
Lissandra gets bulkier than the Ahri. Ahri gets more kill potential. But onto what? Onto more bulk on the side of the red team.
Yeah, but Lissandra can take up so much time. It takes so long to kill her when she's got, you know.
The Ornn getting the slow off his ult, hitting his ult onto the interrupting the E. Charm comes through, Renekton
was-
dies.
Pretty clean.
Very clean. Ornn using teleport, they're looking for the Baron. It's an ideal place. Sivir's forced to be down bot and wave clear, and as Ahri pushes that wave in. Tom Kench, man on a mission.
They have been spotted. They are going to be contested.
I'm surprised the Tom doesn't go back to ult the Xin Zhao into the Baron
Yeah, I
pit,
was thinking that
or
myself.
near it. It looks like he will make it in time. Obviously, the Ahri is pushing down that tier 2, so even if Yufan were to back off, it's sort of potential. Yangi looking for the stun or the knock up over the wall onto the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao goes in, he ults, misses smite. Xin Zhao smited and Balor's on 46 HP. A lot's going on. Ornn misses his crowd control, he will go down. Ahri did pick up the tier 2 bot lane. The minions are pushing in. Lissandra, narrowly surviving on low health, will go clear that bot lane.
Okay, so Camille got it, right?
Yep. It was a miss smite by the Xin Zhao. Oh, Ahri looking for a pick, goes in. Half health Xin Zhao.
I did see someone smite, and then it was left on about 100 HP.
It was 47 HP after Xin Zhao used smite.
He smoked. He's
To
sneaky.
smart or not to smart? Glacial Augment going down.
It's doing alright on the arrow.
Devour, Flash, Charm. Lucian's down. It looks as though he will go down with the slows. Lucian doing damage now. He is 3-0.
Well, it was 1-0 before that. But he has
Pushing in
picked
mid
up
lane.
the core items, really.
Thresh with what all the supports who miss their hooks call a zoning hook. The tier 2 goes down, making the tower difference of 3 and the gold difference of 7,000.
Nice.
Another zoning hook comes through. The charm hits on Lissandra, aftershock comes through.
That was a Hextech Flash zoning hook, by the way.
Oh, was it? I didn't,
Yeah.
didn't quite catch the hex step. Hex flash even.
Jesus. I can't believe people take that rune. It's so bad.
I wonder if that's another of Victor's creations as well as Blitzcrank.
Wait, what?
Victor created Blitzcrank.
Did he?
It's
So-
in Victor's bio, and it's also one of the pre-game tips.
I did not know that.
Lissandra denied that pink ward by another pink ward being placed down. It's a trick I like to do. Because
Yeah,
I can
where's
imagine their
pink
face,
wards?
like, where did the ward go? Gives me great satisfaction in League, and that is the reason I play. It's been 4 years now. All unique interactions. Just press to get the most enjoyment out of. Looks as though the third ocean dragon going down. A lot of sustain on the side of Yukon.
Yeah. I think we probably need it as well.
Red side, nothing but minion duty.
They've got a good team fight though.
They do, but from a position of 7,000 gold behind.
Yeah, not ideal.
And the gold isn't necessarily on the carries. Tom Kench has 3 of their kills. And he is taken down. The next one knocked up, the hook comes in. Secures a kill. From the pings, it looks as though they're going for the T1 bot, opening up that inner. Really nice, clean play. It looks promising.
Maybe not that hook, but we'll let him.
Another zone in hook.
Zone in the minion.
Was that another hex flash as well? Or was that his actual flash?
Well, it could have been hex flash.
They could well close the game out here.
They've got a chance. They've still got.
They're going to back off, reset the gold, maybe go for that top tier 2, push their lead even further.
No need to rush. We're 25 minutes in. We've got another 10 minutes before Civic popping.
I mean, Ornn outscales a Renekton, but he won the early game. Camille and Zhao are fairly even in terms of the damage.
I think Zin does more. But he is.
Maybe more burst, less utility.
Yeah, sure. Although the Zin
Sure.
is really awkward.
He has a knockback and a knock up, and a slow on the W. Camille's more hard CC, he's more soft. Thresh solo in red, showing off his mechanics.
I don't think he can do it.
I mean, it's just unnecessary damage. The Lucian could come by and easily pick it up without taking much, in very little time difference.
Yeah, but if there's nothing else to do, and he gets his soul that he missed.
He didn't pick it up.
Wow.
If he survives, no. It could be the case that in the next fight he would have survived on low health if it were for that soul.
Yeah.
These are the differences in this level of play.
Well,
honest.
I don't know about like half a HP at best.
Oh, I've seen people survive on 1 HP.
Yeah. Have you ever
Typically
seen
my
someone
opponents.
survive on half,
The vision in the top side, and secured by Yukon. Most of them lurking around in that jungle, really zoning the red team off. Red team hoping that Yukon make a massive blunder. Of course, they've gone top because the super minions are pushing in bot. So they have to have someone over there, as the Renekton is, to deal with those super minions, which will give the 5v4 advantage as they siege down this tower.
Well, no damage, but they showed. Stamp their authority on again.
It looks as though they're going for a split type push now, with Ornn kind of hovering in the jungle, Lucian Thresh looking to still pressure top. Camille's doing a bit of counter jungling, making the gold lead even further ahead. One thing that is nice with counter jungling is it's not just you're getting more gold for yourself, but you're taking it away. Nice hook coming through, instantly engaged, devoured by Tarn. One up knocks up, appears everyone's safe. Times like that you wish there was a Yasuo on your team. Scyther pops her up, Glacial Augment comes through, Lucian pops his up. Put down. Few flashes been used, a lot of CC coming through, one knock up. Thresh picking up the kill. Zhao missing the Thresh, looking for the execute, everyone's going in. Camille still had her ultimate at the end, and this should be game.
Clean ace. That is game. It's gotta be, right?
Unless they back up and go for a gold reset. Yeah, well played. And the surrender vote coming through, which is a bit disappointing.
GG, well played. Pretty convincing in the end.
Yeah, it was really well fought. A lot of vision coming through, allowing them to make the plays around the map. The map management, the micromanagement, just a bit better for Yukon. But that was allowed by the early kill leads.
0 deaths on Ari, Thresh, and Lucian.
Yeah.
Pretty clean.
And of course, the deaths on the ones who go in and engage, so
Oh my god.
surviving on the carries in all the fights.
Have you seen that damage?
The 20k Ornn damage.
He's OP, no wonder he's getting nerfed. Jesus.
As opposed to the 5,000 damage coming out on Renekton, 5,000 coming out on Xin Zhao. Thresh did more damage than those two.
Yeah, but into a Tam Kench. Like,
True.
well
He
done,
is
mate.
pretty
You
much
hooked a
the
Tam
same.
Kench. Although they did kill him a few times. How many times did he die?
He had 5 deaths.
Yeah.
He did pick up 3 kills for himself, which, when
Not
we were
ideal.
looking at 9 kill difference, sure, 2 of them at the time onto the Tam
Well,
Kench.
I mean, if they would have been on the Sivir, she could have
Mm.
completed IE.
She'd have definitely had the wave clear to help with those fights. But I think the other than the early lead, one of the chances for the red team to get back in was that 3v5 where they only actually managed to pick up 2 kills and then
lost. Yeah.
lost Renekton to the Thresh and the Lucian coming back over.
Yeah.
You'd have hoped to ace the team, get the Baron yourself. Might have lost
Yeah.
the
They could
inhib
have
tower.
they could have smeated it a bit better as well.
It was a
Slightly
very
more.
close smite.
Decent effort, yeah. Can't really complain.
I mean, at that point, it is a prediction, and you do need to do it slightly earlier. More or less a 50-50. I tried at the time, I couldn't check the level of Camille.
I think they're about even mostly. Maybe 1 level up on Camille's side. Because she was pretty active. She was getting involved. What did
Comment
she
from
finish
Splaff. The GLPRE felt disgusting that game. He certainly executed it very well.
on? Yeah. Didn't really need the cleanse.
I suppose if they
didn't
didn't snowball as much and it was a more even game, the cleanse could have been really impactful.
Hey, I'm not saying cleanse is without use. I'm just saying maybe.
There were a couple of times that game where you did say if he had Ignite,
Yeah.
and it certainly is the case that he would have picked up a few more kills.
Although, was it really necessary? I'm guessing she didn't really need the damage if she's 4-0-11.
Splaff is of the view that it is necessary to take it versus Lissandra for the laning.
I wouldn't say necessary. Oh, let me check. Let me check the chat. Wait, do we still have the chat on? Oh yeah, we still.
I mean,
have
I
the
do.
screen. Cool.
Mhm.
You
There are
don't
more games
have
coming
to
up soon.
pick cleanse.
I view you do, because if Lissandra ults you, with the Xin coming in, the burst of Lissandra with their aftershock guaranteed to hit when you are ulted by her, her W doing more, rooting you in place when you come out of that, you're just not going to survive it.
But also, late game, Lissandra's only ulting herself, really. So if you get the ignite down, then you reduce the healing. No?
But you'd still die. As Splaff says, it allowed him to play
No, man, you
up
can,
in the
you can
lane.
dash away. It's no bother.
I don't agree. A flash ult from Lissandra, you're not going to dash away in time.
Well, yeah, but then she's unlikely to burst you from 100 to 0.
But with the Xin doing the damage as well, with the root afterwards coming in,
I don't know.
you're not going to be able to do much when you're in that Lissandra ice.
I mean,
Xin burst, knock up CC, followed by a root CC.
the Zin didn't have a...
Ari isn't a
Yeah.
tanky champion.
What did he build? He did go Warrior, and then Starax.
Yeah, when you're behind, you can't really invest in a try on Xin.
Yeah. Is that what he was
Certainly
going
not
for?
this far behind. I mean, it's the standard build, but I imagine the Starax was to survive, particularly when he jumped in for that Baron contest.
Yeah.
Gave him a bit of a bigger shield to enable that. Didn't know if he had it at the time, though. I feel as though he'd have completed it afterward, given the lack of other items.
I mean, it was, 25 minutes in. Yeah. So, what could we improve on for the next game?
I think respecting the vision. I think it was the only real flaw that stood out that game was when there were that 8-man around that Baron pit in the top side with the Thresh and Lucian pushing the bot lane.
Yeah, and they didn't see any of them, and they still engaged. I do think the engage is a bit dodgy in places.
I mean, the red side did do really well at stopping Ornn using the headbutt part of his ultimate, which was the
Yeah.
engage that we were looking to use.
But
The
then
Xin occasionally ulting to knock him out of the animation as well.
But then that wasn't really the problem, was it? Like, the Ornn just destroyed the Renekton. Like, who cares about his ult when he's actually just killing Renekton over and over?
I want to know if that
finish?
Ornn pick was a genuine pick before when the Teemo was put in for him.
Yeah.
Can you answer that, chat?
Do you think he knew the Renekton that they were picking on?
I don't know, and I don't know how it works. You had to explain it.
I did do before. Come on, man. If you want to...
No, you did explain it then.
Oh.
But,
What, do you want me to explain
yes, so
again?
they let them know that Teemo was Ornn.
Ah, cool.
So they did pick the Renekton into the Ornn, but Niangi showing a masterclass of a top lane.
Oh, it's nice having the chat.
Renekton's a Riven player, and that explains the Riven ban. Yeah, it was explained about the placeholder, but it was whether you had to inform them before. We were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't really know the rules on it. I just know that you can do placeholder picks and then you remake the lobby. I'm not sure about the etiquette between the teams or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem to be aware of it. And
Probably the two captains, as you said before, in
Yeah.
contact with each other, saying this is placeholder for Ornn.
I mean, it'd make sense, wouldn't it? Easiest
It
way
would.
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, game 1 done. Game 1 won.
Very cleanly too.
Yeah, pretty
As
good.
was your little.
I'm
poem.
going to go back to a couple of the engages, though. A few were a bit dodgy. The one that really sticks out was the Ornn coming in from Wolves into, like, 4 of them, like,
There wasn't really the follow up from the team in place ready.
at all.
Mm.
I don't know whether the idea was to dive through the turret and get them under tier 2. But they still had tier 1 up at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Bit dodge. Yeah, and then the one round Baron where the engage was blind.
I suppose the thought might have been you've got your Thresh and Lucian pushing down that tier 2 tower. Someone has to come and respond, otherwise you're just going to get a free inhibitor. So they might have assumed that someone will have recalled to back, at which point it would be a 3v4 or 3v5. But then again, with Thresh and Lucian, you'd expect 2 people to come. So maybe they
Yeah.
were expecting it to be the 3v3.
And the Renekton couldn't have gone because he got battered, 2 minutes before with Thresh Lucian. So yeah,
That's it. It's the only thing I can think. Maybe a scrying lens, but if it were, it would be on the Lucian. Tough to say.
still pretty good, pretty solid across the board, really. No
Yep.
deaths on 3 people. That's quite impressive.
They thought they could burst Sin.
Bursting before what?
Well, Zin would have been the main damage. Wait, so did you think it was the... Did you think that all 5 of them were there?
I'll be right back. One sec.
Okay. One thing that was very nice was the amount of vision that was put down and then cleared really effectively using the vision. You were looking for the pick. Yeah, you did have a lot of tempo up to that point. And then you did pick it up again after, but just win the forehead. Yeah, and they had a lot of ways to protect the Sivir as well. Felt as though they decided to pick the bot lane to counter your Lucian pick. And then fortunately you managed to win both top mid and jung. Who's your next game against? I don't have the list. Tidy does.
I'm back. And I heard my name.
Yeah, I was just wondering, it's either T side or who the next opponents are.
Oh, do they know?
Oh wait, I just got baited by a random invite.
That happened to me a couple of times last week. I was like, wait, no.
Oh, it feels bad as well because he said, "Oh, a long time." I was like, "Indeed, it has been, but I'm busy right now." Should have actually told him, and I can't find him on the map.
Oh, so we're T-Side and DMU playing each other? Raspberry?
Both strong teams against each other.
Do we play the winner or the loser, or what?
I mean, I assume they're playing both of them. One of them now and one of them after.
Not necessarily. Although I don't quite know how the
Tidy go Wednesday.
Tidy go Wednesday. What? Oh,
Let's
right.
go
Okay.
Wednesday.
Maybe, dude. Although you did leave my club the other week, so I'm not in the best of moods with you, Mr. J-Pop.
Oh, it's either or. Is it the winner that you play? Is this like a mini bracket?
See, I don't think it is like a bracket. I think it's it goes mainly off how many wins you've got,
Oh, okay.
and then it matches you against teams with similar wins. Could
I
be
mean, that
wrong.
would make sense in terms of like
Yeah.
the push to climb up. However, it would give teams an unfair advantage at the start because
Yeah,
you
I
could
think
get
it's
two
like
easy wins.
totally random at the start
Mm.
because everyone's on 0. So
So how many games is it that they play then? Is it just these 6 weeks and then it's playoffs?
yeah, so 6 weeks, and then the top 16 get into playoffs. Oh, it's all right, J-Pop. Don't worry too much. I still love you. Well, a little less now, but so yeah, there's like what 200 and odd teams that signed up, all vying for the top 16. So pretty tough. But they also have an opponent's win percentage as the sorting for teams who have like 10 wins or 9 wins, which
Okay.
goes off obviously the amount of games your opponent has won percentage wise
Yeah.
of the
Makes
teams you've beat, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not topping that. We are okay, so we're 5th.
At the moment, that's quite good. And how many teams have less than 1 kills wins than us?
Where? So, out of all the teams at the start of the week on 9 wins, we are 5th out of them. And the top place of the 9 wins is 17th place overall in the overall standings.
Oh, okay. So we do
So-
need to win these 2.
Yeah, a good start winning the first one. I'm sure like not everyone will have. So yeah. So if we do end up in a tiebreak situation, we could go ahead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 41%. So we go ahead of 4 teams.
You want to get the standings up on the screen if you can, or
Oh shit!
send a link
That's
to the
asking
chat.
a bit much. Jesus.
Send a link to the chat then.
Oh yeah, I can do.
Splaff doesn't think that there are tiebreak situations.
Well, no, the opponent's match win percentage is the tiebreaker.
So it goes off how well your opponents in the past have played.
Yeah, and who they've beaten, basically. Okay, so
I think he meant if they're the same, the percentage of that's the same.
Oh, then it might go to a tiebreaker. How else would they decide it?
Penalty shootout? Mardi Gras soccer? I don't know. Pool, 8-ball pool. That would be a good way.
Hey, it's a cool game, that, on Miniclip.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big fan. The link I posted, by the way, it's just to the NUEL website. It's free for anyone to use and find. It's just online. Go and have a look. You'll see it.
I will do. I don't like that before the game.
Dude, you could have
Wait.
asked.
Has one team just put like memes as their team name or emojis even?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, University of Birmingham. Well done.
One of them's got a link to a YouTube video as their team name.
This hasn't updated though, has it?
No, it doesn't go live, but this is the stand-ins as we came into game one.
And is it a point per win?
Yes.
I
It
find
just
it
goes
funny
off
that
wins,
Loughborough's
not
second
points.
team are at the top.
Yeah, apparently so.
Goes
How
to
good
show
must
how
the
well-
first team be? Jesus.
I want to try and find them now.
They're not in the top 16.
There's one who is placed 34th. LU's lane win game. Could be them. 8 wins. Or 55th.
Oh, they've finished. What?
So where are we on this one?
We are 21st.
There's no I in UClan.
Um,
There's I in University of Central Lancashire though.
I know, right? There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to do that.
I don't know what the name of the University of Leeds is. Ains Ol Goon. Hull's is quite good. Hullageddon. Durham Defenders. Teesside Steelers. Merseyside Masters.
That was a complete disaster.
Birmingham Brum Bum Bandits. Mouthful.
Yeah, a couple of the team names are a bit less professional.
2 ape, 3 monkeys. You'd have thought that they'd have the S after the ape. So it's plural. But hey ho, University of Manchester
mean,
for you.
They are apes, dude. Like, come on. At
No,
least
no,
could use
they
the-
are ape. Both of them are ape.
Yeah, okay.
Team Flame and Team Big Brain, both at Abertay University. League Me Alone, University of Salford, quite a witty name.
Our other teams, by the way, are in. No I New Clan, 21st. God Kingslayers, who we saw last week, are 97th. And it's not what it looks like. Bless them. The first 2 wins last week, no less, are down in 125th.
So the next game will be against the Teesside Steelers.
Yeah,
Feels like plagiarism. Poor Pittsburgh.
does it? Really?
Pittsburgh
really-
Steelers.
Take hold of.
Teesside. Same amount of syllables. Don't
No.
think that would have got through the university plagiarism check.
It would have, easy. Trust me, I know.
University of Nottingham's name is not safe for work. Hull's gone for Unicorns of Hull, which again might not have got through. I don't know if it's still the same system or not. It was back
turn
in
it
my
in?
day. Oh, it's still the same system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful. I heard that, I mean, I don't think it's true, but it's kind of an interesting concept that people had control over Turnitin, and they were selling like essays and stuff written from other people's submissions, like over the years.
Oh, okay.
And then because it was their software, they just flagged them as being like 100% legit, like
Yeah.
no warnings or anything. I don't think it's true. Like, I don't think there's any
I'd like
reason
to
panic.
think not.
But it's like a kind of cool concept, really, like gaming the system. So what do we want to see from game 2? Oh, as we do get the invite.
Ezreal's travels in Runeterra.
No, we don't want to see that. We want to see game 2, man.
Well, we want to see what we saw in game 1, really. UClan take over the early game, get the win. Quick win. No stress.
Yeah, just play
One
really
potential
well.
comeback moment for the joy of the neutral. And yeah, UClan
sorry.
victory.
This is not a stream for neutrals.
I mean, there are 11 people watching now. We are 2 of those.
Oh, shit. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the most professional stream ever.
Featuring me.
Sure.
So I had to undermine it.
Oh. Wait, I lost the link to the Twitch.
It seems as though so many... Oh, I didn't click spectate. It seems as though so many teams have 4 people with the same clan tag and 1 person who doesn't.
It's just to annoy you, Wersey.
I think
That's
it
why
is.
they've done it.
It's genius because it's just at the level to annoy me the most.
Triggered.
To copy a Stuart Lee phrase, whom I must give credit for after harping on about plagiarism.
We got the link out there. Come watch.
Telling them to come watch before they're watching. Smart. I'm disappointed in the UClan teams not having the UClan clan tag as their clan tag.
Nah. I don't know what's the limit on like what they're called, group like numbers.
Well, Niangi's is the same amount of characters as UClan.
Oh wait, no, we can't actually have UClan. Someone's already taken it. We did check a while back. But I mean, like the
just put in one of
amount
those funky
members.
symbols.
Like how many members can you have in a league club thing?
100.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should get everyone signed up.
Could have UCL sock. Totally, get rid of University of Central London.
Wait, what?
Well, their university is UCL, isn't it? It's quite well known.
Never heard of him.
Okay, it's well known outside of UClan.
I'm sure it's well known inside UClan as well, but
Just not in your house.
yeah, exactly. Get that shit out of my house.
I mean, in terms of ranks, again, it appears that UClan do have the advantage again with all in diamond, 1 in platinum on the other team. Maybe that... Oh,
Wait.
he does have it now. He
Jacko's
he
gold
fixed
1.
it.
Jacko's gold 1.
It says diamond 5 on mine.
Oh. I think that's like flex or 3v3 maybe.
Must be. Thank you, One More Light, for changing your clan tag.
He did it just for you. That's why
He
I
did
linked
it.
the stream, you see.
He made
So
my
he
day.
could just catch that bit.
See, I thought it was the rest of the teammates going, no, you're only platinum. You don't deserve it. But look at the inclusion. Nice to see.
Played 400 games.
Don't
man.
tell them about our people's actual ranks.
Wait, what?
Well, they're just going to focus him now, aren't they?
What, Focus Gold 1? Jacko, bless him.
Nyangi, gold 1. Yep. I wonder if Nyangi will get his Teemo main pick this game. Or Splaff with his Cho'Gath mid. Be interesting to see. He's not had it this so far. It's why he's been playing it on his Smurf.
Nice try. I appreciate the
Great
effort
if
you've
it
gone
worked.
to
It would be
there.
great if it worked.
Although they can technically skip back and see what we played last game.
Apparently the whole team is diamond in solo queue, but I do not have Jacko added. The Thresh ban coming in, and it was a really, really good pick for them last game.
I mean, it was okay. It didn't get a lead into Sivir Tom Kench, but
He made a
will?
lot of good plays on it.
Yeah. It looked pretty good. His Thresh
He got a
did.
save with the lantern, just the one. But it was more like the chain CC that came out
Yeah.
from UClan that I wonder if they'll be able to repeat this game.
That was very good, yeah. The just chaining over and over, just keep them locked down, murder them.
The Ornn knock up into the... Well, the Ornn ult into the knock up, into the Ari charm, into the Thresh hook, into the Camille ult, into the Camille stun. It was all over.
A lot of CC on that team.
It was quite well guys, though, because you don't look at the team comp and think, we're going to be like CC'd to L, as you would think.
Yeah.
It's just... I used the letter L as to avoid any backlash.
From what? The other letters?
Yeah. I've used L a lot now, you know.
First pick up, Irelia. Pretty strong. Niangi would have
Really
liked to have
strong
it.
team fight orientated pick. I wonder if UClan will respond with a split push pick or a wave clear.
I mean, Irelia can split push, no bother.
A poppy pick coming in, which does counter Irelia really well.
Yeah?
With the W. Stops
Yeah.
the dash in the team fights.
And then what
Poppy front
else?
line. It's more just to stop the dashes because she can't get that reset on her Q because it doesn't hit the mark.
Ah,
It completely
okay.
Stops the Irelia's thing. There's a lot of confidence in this first pick Lucian. They're putting a lot of priority into it. I wonder if
yes and
T-Side will
no.
counter the same way that red team did last game. I still don't know who it was.
Yeah, I know. They've gone. They are lost to the ether. But also the Lucian pick, like, what else would you like to pick second? Support? Or mid or top? Like, they've got
I'd
top
go
and
for
bottom.
support, really.
I think there's a bit more flexibility in support.
Arc the Dragon, who I assume is an Aureal Sol main,
I'm guessing that's
Picking
why
up
they
a
banned him, yeah.
picking up a oh, maybe not. He was hovering the TF, I thought he was going to pick it in. TF does obviously have a similar play style to the Aureal Sol. Sivir again to counter the Lucian with the scaling. Looking very similar to last game with Niangi on a tank, Lucian ADC against a Xin Zhao with Sivir. The Braum coming in, the power bot lane.
It's a good lane, that, isn't it? Very
I mean,
strong.
T-Side will focus the bans in the mid and the jungle. Wonder if that Ahri will get banned. Camille's already been banned. Twisted Fate getting rid of. As I say, similar playstyle to Aureal Sol.
Is it?
It's
To a
a
point.
similar type of champion. Sol does have more wave clear, but it's still threatening the side lanes. Because Sol pushes and goes out of
yeah.
vision. TF pushes and goes out of vision.
But
The
you
Gragas
could-
ban coming in.
You can threaten the side lanes with any mid lane champ with a tiny bit of mobility, like.
It's more you have to be really on point spotting them disappearing, otherwise they will just show up with the movement speed of Sol and obviously TF's ultimate. The Alistair ban coming in, which would be quite good into a Braum to knock him away so his shield doesn't block whom he wants.
It's a good pick into the Sivir though, the Braum. Really good. Shut down all her damage instantly. Like,
Especially because you can stop the it's not ricochet, that's misfortunes. The bounce on
Boomerang Blade.
Civirs. Boomerang Blade.
I think that's
Nice
what
name.
it's called. I don't play her much. I don't think she's amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely not that fun to play.
The Ahri pick coming through again. I assume he's going to go Glacial Augment because Splaff did describe it as disgusting.
Yeah, I mean,
Rand
it
picked up.
works.
And Lysandra again. Very similar team comps. I wonder if there is like a Newell meta when they're playing around that. Of course, the difference this time is there's an Irelia instead of the Renekton
And the brand. Hello?
and the Brand instead of the Tom Kench. It's a bit more offense, bit more of an offensive team, but we do have the Poppy and the Braum to defend against that. And the Olaf who can just say, yep, don't care about your
Olaf.
CC. You know,
Okay.
It's quite a brave pick, I think, into such a damaging team comp.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's just going full tank and run in there, do some damage, cause some carnage.
Mm-hmm.
why
Teleport
not?
advantage on the side of T side with 2 teleports. Lissandra mid taking it, of course. Arvi responding with the cleanse. As he explained, it's so he can push up in lane, which will give them the lane pressure.
Yeah.
Priority, so you can go
Like,
off and...
I don't think it's a bad pickup. I just think he could have got a couple more kills with Ignite.
I do think that's the case, but I think that if he didn't have the cleanse,
He
they'd
would
have
had a
focused
lot
him a
of-
lot more.
Yeah, maybe.
And it is instant burst with that Lissandrel and the Xin Zhao jumping on you. And by the time you're out of the Lissandrel, Xin Zhao will have built up his knock-up from his Q. And then Lissandra, of course, can root you anyway. There's very little you can do to get out of it.
Yeah. Plus, you don't really want to be picking up a Mercurial Scimitar, do you?
Not on RE, no.
Yeah.
Of course. 3
Although
minutes
it is, you do got to weave in those autos if you want to get the most out of your, what's it called,
That's
glacial
true.
augment.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You want to get close, but not too close. It's like harnessing energy from the sun. Hopefully,
What?
Ari will harvest gold from Lissandra.
So we
Well, if you
think
get closer, there's more concentrated sun, so you get more energy.
Well, yeah. How are we thinking the lanes are going to go?
Bot lane, I'm imagining will be a snowball, just because of the brand pick. Both supports do have Ignite. There's not an exhaust in the game to be seen. Lucian Braum, strong early, Sivir with a spell shield being able to negate it, and Brand to counter with the damage. Sivir being able to kite back and run away using her spells to bounce through the minion wave. Fairly even. Not really an ADC player, but I'll just describe the abilities. How do you think the bot lane will go, since you're more of an AD carry player?
Hang on.
Started to play more Cho'Gath bot lane.
Oh, okay. I thought they might have switched Aurelia and Lissandra. Like, Lissandra could have gone top into the Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like it, though. I think One More Light is the mid laner. And Ark, the dragon. Nice names, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, both of them. And Casino doesn't quite have the same flow with the tongue. Corn the yeah, you ran out of characters.
Yeah, it doesn't quite, you know.
I mean, we have Niangi, Jacko, Splaff, all really nice, to the point names. Like Wurzy, that would be a good name.
It would be a good name. I wonder if that's available.
I might change it back.
How much do you spend on these name changes, dude? Seriously.
No, I had a lot of blue essence.
Yeah, but don't you want
I
like
should have saved it for
Quick?
the store. Nah, not particularly.
Why?
There's better skins on him. Sure, it's
True.
rarer, but
Maybe not
Still
anymore
better.
if everyone's got it.
exactly. Well, it is still quite an extortionate amount of blue essence. I don't think I'd
Yeah.
have still been able to afford it. Spent about four, is it 100 or 40? I can't remember. It always looks inflated when you've got the whole number out, as opposed to just having a K or an M, which I'm used to on RS.
RuneScape. Oh. Not today.
Nope, it's League of Legends today. Week
It
6 of
is.
NUEL.
Game 2. I'm excited. I'm really glad they started with a win. Like, if they would have started with a loss, that's probably out straight away. Like,
Keep the hype train going.
yeah.
The possibility.
But we could win all three and still not get in. Like, it's not guaranteed.
That is the unfortunate thing about the position that they're in.
I don't even know when we'll find out by.
Only winning, is it half the games that they've won? Has it been 3 per week?
Yeah. 3 per week for 5 weeks up to those stats.
Mm-hmm.
So they've done pretty well, really. What? 10 out of 15? No, 9 out of 15, so over half.
Yep. Just had my...
Loughborough's second team have only lost 2, though. That's quite impressive.
But again, it does depend on who you're drafted against in those early stages. Is your game loaded?
No, it hasn't.
Run down to 0 and not loading in.
Wait, that's awkward. Although I think my PC's fine, yeah.
I mean, it's on both of us, right? I'm not in.
Well, yeah, but we could have both crashed if there was a bug.
That's true. But it is letting me chat to people, though. You know, all the action could be kicking off right now.
I'm guessing someone took ages loading in or something, so they don't have a
Yeah,
proper
that is potentially
3-minute
true.
delay.
I forgot that would be factored in.
I don't know whether it is or not, but it'd make sense.
Mm.
If you take, an extra minute loading in, then you got to start a minute later.
Oh, here we go.
Something happened.
People in the chat commenting where they think the Irelia is going to be.
I
Find
think
out
it
if...
is top lane.
Again, though, they're not in the order that they should be in.
No, our boys are. Good to see. Really nice to see.
It's good organisation right from the start. And it was that organisation that allowed us to really get ahead in that last game. Nothing to do with the complete outplays early on. No. It's the organisation. The Predator on the Olaf. Nice to see. I like Predator. Predator junglers do have a decent route where, like, particularly the AoE junglers like Gragas, they can start red, clear wolves, do Krugs, and then you loop round, get vision, you can go for an early level 2 gank. Predator does about 40 more damage than the other runes in that tree at that level. It's better than Electrocute for the damage, and it's better than Dark Harvest. Gets a lot of damage off. Obviously, your gank's more likely to work because you've got the movement speed. You go back early, so you can buy boots and a pink ward. Pink ward, so that you know you've not been spotted out. Essentially, you come back through blue side, if you're top side, through the pixel brush, put a ward into their jungle on the other side of their red buff, and loop around that way into mid lane with Predator popped, and usually Ghost if you're a Hecarim, for example. Whether or not it's the case on Olaf, I'm not sure. But Lissandra probably won't have her E at that level.
What, level 3?
Well, she'd be level 2 at that point.
I'd rather take the E over the route, though, if I was the Lissandra.
Maybe. Yeah. It depends on how the Ari's playing it, though. Because if she's getting up in her grill for the Glacial Augment proc, might be more tempted to take the W, counter it, get minion aggro.
It worked alright, the Glacial Augment, didn't it?
Yeah, the
I'm
slow
pretty-
makes it a lot easier to land that charm, and then obviously your damage comes in, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
just
the
like
extra
an extra
100
form
from
of,
electrocute.
an extra form of CC, isn't it? Like, sets
Oh.
everything up nicely.
Exactly. And if you can do that more times than not, then it does out damage the electrocute in the long term because you're getting the bonus damage from your charm hitting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's a bad rune, though. Still maintaining that and Hex Flash. That's another bad rune.
Oh, I like Hex Flash.
No, get it out of here.
Did you not see those Hex Flash thresh hooks, though?
Hex Flash. I can't even say it. Hex Flash hook minion. Like,
Wait, he hit the minion? I thought he just missed completely, which isn't good for a thresh.
I think he did it once where he got the minion. Another zone in hook in inverted commas that no one can see.
Have your Lissandra or Poppy started to load in for you?
No.
This could have been why it took a while, because they would have had to go in before we can, and now we have to watch them load in.
Yeah.
If only we could hit the plus button now, eh?
They could
Are
have
these both
paused
the
as well.
captains? Because if it's both the captains, they could have been alt-tabbing, maybe saying something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Poppy's... Oh, I'm in on mine.
Yeah,
It
something's
looks as though
loaded.
there's a weird health bar at the back of the rift.
Yeah, it's weird that, isn't it?
It's almost an Ilawi tentacle.
Can someone
yet
turn on the
appear.
lights, please? Oh no. Oh no. I'm having
Is yours a
flashbacks of week 1, 2, and 3. Okay, no,
Oh,
we're fine.
lights are on, minions
Yes.
are cheering,
All good.
and it is a pause. That... Apparently they had someone crash, according to the chat.
Yeah, it is tough loading into League of Legends. I do know from weeks 1, 2, and 3. And
Yep.
spectator mode being busted.
Yep, it is one more light who we are waiting on. Was he the one who changed his clan tag? I think it was.
I'm not sure, actually. Can I move these? I can. Nice.
So this is what we were waiting for. We were waiting for this pause to
Yeah,
resume.
probably.
4 seconds in, no sign of any champions.
But we do have the cute little minions. Look at them. All in grayscale. Nice. Oh,
I'm glad they're not dancing.
I wish they were. Look at them. Look at them. They all came to watch UClan win. Maybe.
It's a shame we can't pan around while it's paused.
It is.
Be able to see what dragon comes up. Other than, you know, Irelia, Arc the Dragon. So, is there anything standing out to you at the minute? Other than the phase rush in Zhao? Might be a slight mistake.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with phase rush. Yeah, it looks pretty standard across the board. Brand's okay. I don't know why you wouldn't take Comet. It's just more damage.
A summoner has reconnected.
Delisandra reconnects. One thing that is interesting is you can change the speed up on the thing and it stays the same.
Wait, what?
On the buttons at the bottom, you can click plus and minus and it's always 2 times. So he's got 70% now. Or at the point we're on. So it should be resuming shortly. The chat is happening, but I can't see it. Oh, Arc the Dragon coming in with the flame. Splaff, more like Naf. Yangi responding with, Naf said.
Great, now he's crying. Nice one.
Call Splaff, he's crying. It was quite good. I want to see what's going on underneath that Braum portrait, but it won't let me move it.
Underneath the what?
Braum portrait on the bottom left. Where it's got like the Braum. It's where the chat is, it's hidden underneath that thing in the bottom left. To say he's reconnected, it's taken a while now.
You do know you can move the chat, right?
Nope. How?
Yeah. Press enter and then drag by the blue bar.
Oh, there we go.
Magic.
Oh.
You learn something new every day. Sometimes.
Yep. I wonder if it is because the clash mode has come up and it's just affecting random people.
Probably. It would not surprise me at all. You have tried to play Clash before, right?
Yeah.
So you do
Emphasis
know
on the
it's a
tried.
complete and utter disaster.
Uh-huh. It's a shame because I was really hyped for it, and now that it's finally come out and it's meant to work, I don't have
think-
anyone to play it with.
I think we were on the same team, weren't we?
Yeah. Going back a while now, a few years. A year, maybe. I think so. I think it's been a year, yeah.
Nah, it was like summer, wasn't it?
I thought it was No, I thought it was... The first one was pre-season before this season. A year ago.
Maybe.
Because I was like, oh, that's going to be cool if they implement that in, like, the ranked part. Ari says it... Okay, we're ready, but we're waiting on them. Oh, Aurelia did ask. Are you ready? We're ready, and nothing is happening.
Welcome to League of Legends, my friends.
It does show
Okay.
that Aurelia has very low map awareness.
We are
Oh,
resuming.
and the game
I'm
has
ready.
gun. And we're off, and the dancing's going on. The little crystal in the fountain has spawned. Emotes are being spammed on both sides. The dab penguin coming in, I like that one. Ping's going through from Yukon, pinging around the river. It looks as though they're going to go separate ways. I know Aurelia's just going to go ward up. Both the top and mid opting for that top side. It appears a strong start. I like that Olaf skin, it's pretty nice.
Niangi's here.
30 seconds
In the pixels. I don't think they've been spotted, but could be
Splaff
wrong.
missed the Q, went down for a bit of mana. I mean, they can assume that they're there. The reason the Sivir's hanging there, if they walk forward, you can just walk back. Human wards, save your wards with the junglers. It looks as though Olaf is starting the side I was talking about with the Predator junglers, but whether he does the same thing, I don't know. It's more for the AoE junglers that do it because you do raptors, red, wolves. Not wolves, sorry, Krugs. And at that point, it's a fast clear, you go back, get your boots, pink ward. Both sides opting for same side start, so
Yeah.
could end up vertical jungling if the Xin Zhao invades and they are picked out on that stray ward, which is usually put in the pixel bush for better vision with maybe a gank. Cheese. Xin Zhao was heading towards the bot side, threatening again, walking back up the long way round. See, that he would have been spotted out if that ward was on the pixel bush. He's now coming in mid. Flash burnt by Splaff. Poor ward placement there. That ward in the river should be in the pixel bush to stop exactly that from happening.
Someone
Xin
pinged
Zhao
it
will
as
now
well.
pick up.
Or maybe they
Xin Zhao
pinged
will
it.
pick up the. Yeah. Will pick up the Rift Scuttle Crab. Not the Rift Scuttle, it's a bit early for that. Aurelia with the level advantage, doing a lot of damage off on Niangi. Following up, it could be a kill. Conqueror procced. Ooh.
Conqueror just came up then, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'd have been tempted to go in.
To him. How'd it go? Maybe this is why we're silver.
Maybe. Poppy returning a lot of damage off, unanswered because the stun missed. Dash back in. Ari landing the charm, doing a lot of damage. Splaff a certain dominance early again, just what we like to see. Niangi, however, not quite as dominant as the previous game. I think by
Well,
this
yeah.
stage, both the top laners' teleports had been used.
I don't think
Same
he's got
level.
the zone thing yet. Is it? Is he?
His W is the...
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Gat coming in by Jacko, who has popped his Predator. Damage coming through. First blood goes down. Poppy picks it up.
A lot of damage.
As I was saying, the Predator does more damage early than the Electrocute and the Dark Harvest, and
Yeah.
seeing it there, with Niangi picking up the first blood as well, it might be enough to keep this Irelia under control. Hopefully.
I think that's asking a bit much.
An aggressive,
No flash.
uses the cleanse, he gets knocked up, slowed, burn damage, and he's down.
Not quite though.
They need better vision around bot side of the mid. But it is early. Ignite burn by the brand.
Yeah, they both just got out. Nice shield. Surprised it was still up.
Sivir is now out of mana. Of course, the spell shield will stop that. Brand catching the Braum. W. Aerie isn't as good on Brand as it is on Teemo. It doesn't proc twice, does it?
Oh, yeah, I think it does on Teemo, yeah, but
Not quite on Brand.
yeah.
Unless you get a bounce or something.
I'd
from
just
Sap.
rather have the more damage.
Mm.
I don't know.
Coming in early. She spell shields the stun, really good. Turn on the Brand, ignite the Brand. Brand flashing away, stunned up. A lot of damage coming down as Olaf comes down as well. Good
Really
kill on
nice
the Brand.
simple spell shield.
Xin Zhao's doing a lane gank, walking up onto Niangi, who burns flash. Does his W well to stop the Irelia jumping in.
Kill onto the Lucian. That's what we want to see.
With the potential of the CS lead, however, the tower dive coming through. Sivir levels up, bit of help. Will it isn't enough? Stun down, dash away. Turret hits. Oh,
Not quite.
the triumph coming in strong for Lucian though, as I think he might have gone down to some of the minion damage had he not have regained that health.
Oh, maybe. He was pretty low.
It's still worth though, because now Sivir misses all of that CS.
Yeah.
Which puts her behind instead of ahead. Xin Zhao really keen on these return ganks. Burns the flash, comes back in. Yangi should go down here, looking for a return kill on the Irelia. Close. Flash used by Irelia. Small victory. Could come back later. Xin Zhao doing really well to assert his pressure early.
Yeah, he's all over the map, isn't he? He's been mid twice, top twice. 3 times maybe.
It is a pattern that he is return ganking though, so he's coming in, burning the flash, going back in, knowing that flash is down.
Playing it really well.
Just walked straight up through the lane as they were fighting. Waits for the Poppy to use this engage. Did well to get the Irelia flash though in that situation.
Early dragon.
She's a mountain dragon, which is a good one to pick up.
But this
Olaf is
early-
around the bot side. Predator popped. The slow coming in. Not quite sure the orders. That's really cool. Flash used in the mid lane by the Xin Zhao to pick up yet another kill onto the Ahri again.
Yeah. Flash not quite up.
Pushing the mid wave in. Fortunately for us, there's no dragon to go and take. Lissandra will just recall and get her mana back. That pink wall being placed. Consequently, as I was saying, they need to put more vision down on that side. And then he comes from the other. Typically what you tend to do if your jungler is doing... if their jungler is camping mid and top side quite a lot, is your jungler would place vision on the top side of the mid lane, and the mid lane will place it on the bottom.
Yeah. Get some wards around it. Like, he's been there twice, 3 times.
Of course, but he hasn't actually taken his jungle farm on the top side though. Which
What, at all?
quite interesting. I mean, he has done at some point, but while he was up there,
He's 20 CS up, so he's doing something right.
he probably went back to get more advantage out of the gold, so he didn't get the farm there. He'll probably do a full clear now, reset it, and then look top or mid again for another gank.
He's coming bot.
Olaf's put a lot of time into ganking as well. Obviously going as well. Both junglers been involved in the 3 kills. Xin Zhao looking for another gank mid. The ward will ping him out. Will spot him out.
She's got flash and cleanse back up now though, Ari. It's going to be tough to blow them both again. Especially
The flash
with
is still down on Poppy, so I'm expecting Xin to now go to his wolves, do his gromp, and then go on the Poppy. Or even wolves to Poppy. As all the lanes just farm up.
Yeah,
What I do
pretty
notice
even.
at this stage is it's all of the it's all around the junglers. Like there's these trades going on, but it doesn't really amount to anything. As opposed to my solo games where it does. 3 minions available for the Irelia to dash to. Coming in with both junglers. They burst the Irelia before Xin Zhao can get there. CC the Xin Zhao. It should be 2 kills. Ult forced to use by Xin Zhao. Sandra's here now. Flash ult. She ulted herself. Not sure if that was intentional. I don't think it was. The shutdown onto the Olaf and the Xin Zhao coming through.
Big shutdowns as well. 600 gold on Olaf. 675 on Zilal though. He's 4-1. This looks like a kill. And that spell she up.
The ult comes through and the brand does not block the damage. Good Borm ult stops the Irelia. The stun should come through. The brand doing a lot of damage down. This is risky now. Irelia can turn around. She does heal when she uses her Q. Someone here is finishing off the Lucian.
It did as well.
Team out, they're gonna... I think it only just came back off cooldown as well then, which is unfortunate.
I mean, like, technically you can proc it more.
The blue buffs have come up for both sides. Jacko's not going to give it over to Splaff. Will Xin Zhao give the blue buff to Lissandra, which is what happened last game at this stage, but both teams gave the blue buff over. The wave has been pushed. Lissandra does, yep, she's pinged that she's going to the blue buff. She will pick it up.
We saw that CS in Braum, just saying.
Moby Boots picked up on the Braum. Maybe he will be looking to have more of an impact elsewhere now that the Sivir is 1 and 3. Poppy coming in for the Irelia. 2 minions available for Q. That's approximately 100 health gain. The stun coming through. Health gain.
Oh, the weed, no. Could be in
Good
trouble.
trading from the Irelia. Xin Zhao's coming through lane. Lissandra's coming too. The flash been used. Quite a lot of information gained for that flash though. The ward will go down.
Yeah, I don't think Lissandra needed to use her E to get in there. She could have just walked up.
I think so. Like if they were going to get to it, they wouldn't have needed the E.
Yeah.
This gives Ari the time to come down bot lane. The damage from the Olaf coming through. It's more just to get them away from this tower. Splash will come and pick up the kill.
Has he got
Before
both of
missed his
them?
Q, Lucian picks it up. Nice kill. 3 and 1 Lucian, 0, 1 and 6 Braum.
I was a bit worried about the Olaf just going in Rambo style. Like, what are you doing?
But Tower will pick up. And this is all because the Lissandra went up for that play. Niangi managing to survive a 3-man gank. The Rift Herald is picked up by the Xin Zhao, but first tower goes over to Yukon.
Looks like he's going to drop him in straight away.
Well, Yukon don't have time to get back there before it does come down. It is dropped. Braum very good at defending towers, maybe not so much against Shelly. It should only be the tier 1 that goes down. Opens the map up for... it's the university beginning with T, I've forgotten.
T-side?
T-side, that's the one. For the T-side Steelers.
That's the one, yeah.
To steal away the Rift Herald from the map. A lot of vision down on that bot side for Yukon though. Not as much vision for T-side on the map as there is for Yukon. 4 pink wards around that dragon. I've frozen.
Yeah.
I've
They really
unfrozen.
want it, don't they?
Well, I mean, it's spawning in 30 seconds now. It's just gone yellow. Or is it 20? The red buff is coming up as the same time as dragon, so Xin Zhao should be around the dragon as it spawns. The lane swap coming through. I'm uncertain of why they lane swapped here. Xin Zhao hiding in the bush. He's not spotted out. 5 pink wards down now for Yukon. Oh, Xin Zhao comes out. Surprise. Ult thrown down. Really well to mitigate the full amount of damage that Brand can throw out. Xin Zhao goes down from Lucian. Olaf is picked up. Braum's low health. Teleport coming in from Lissandra. It should be easy kill. Good flash away. Really W to the minions. He does, but it's not enough. Lissandra ults. Gets the kill. This is
Really nice RQ. And the dash to make sure the second bit hit as well. Very nice.
Irelia could go and take the Cloud Drake if she wanted. There's no one down on that side of the map. It looks like she's heading that way, probably to push the minion wave in. Notice the vision has swapped from the bottom side to the top side so that they could get full information on that play that happened. And there's still a 1,000 gold lead for Yukon.
Yeah, again, playing pretty well. This Xin Zhao's playing very well though.
He is very strong.
Very dangerous.
Irelia with the wave clear. The bot lane should get here in time. Yeah, they've brought the bot lane back to... Well, I say the bot lane. They've brought the AD carry support back to the bot lane. Which I was confused as to why they went top in the first place, given that Dragon was the main objective. Of course, the vision's reset because they placed all their control wards top side and 2 got cleared out.
Yeah, nothing to fight over top. They'd already got Shelly.
Of course, Sivir being able to push this wave in will pressure the tower. Splaff seems to be heading top to help defend. It could be a gank with the Olaf. Sin is also topside, but they will spot him out. Irelia misses her stun. This should be pretty free, but the flash.
That's kind of fine.
And she gets away. Bit more damage taken.
Olaf's coming in. Predator. He's on the brand straight away.
Brand straight away, half health. Ult miss. Poppy knocking away. Good kill. Poppy. Well played.
Yeah, that was a nice ult actually. I thought she was going to get the Sivir, but I guess Spell Shield makes it irrelevant.
Clearing some of the vision around the top side as the bot lane gets the Drake. Irelia is still bot lane, so they could look to turn to her. Pushing in. Splaff defending well with the good wave clear of Ari. Still 3 top side for both teams. Lucian is coming up. He push in the mid and maybe look to go top. The vision was cleared by T side, so there is no vision for Yukon in the top, other than that tri-bush, which is a defensive ward. Ari going in on the Sivir, burnt the ult, spell shield used, good spell shield. Poppy doing the damage. Oh, and she survives. Oh no, the Glacial Augment getting the proc. And the damage mitigated from the Xin Zhao ultimate.
Dodged himself to death.
Good
with
pick
it,
for
yeah.
Yukon. Meanwhile, Olaf is taking away the enemy blue buff.
You're gonna get Sin though. Sin's here.
He's taken the big frog. Spotted out on the sweeper. At the moment, he'll be sad, saying, "Oh, the blue got taken." Irelia getting damage off on the tower as they trade tower damage.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna trade it. That's not ideal, I don't think. I think it'd be best if we kept the standing gold on the map since we do have a lead. Because the more gold you get, the less relevant the gap is.
I think that was more of a result from the pick from the Sivir. If Sivir was still top, she would have wave cleared, depushed that, then we'd have had to respond by sending someone bot,
Yeah,
so we
but
didn't trade.
Sivir doesn't mind long lanes. Like, she can run down them with a rope. She's got, you know, plenty of wave clear for letting minions stack up. Like, it's no real issue.
Big wave coming in that Splaff will pick up. As the map kind of resets momentarily. As they try and reset the vision. Brand using his sweeper top side, where there is no Yukon vision. There's been a bit of a shift in the Yukon vision. It's more spread out now, as the plays do seem to be happening everywhere as opposed to around an objective or being focused.
I mean, there are no objectives on the map. Yeah, I mean,
true.
turrets obviously, but there's no Baron, there's no Drake for another 5 minutes.
I mean, I suppose this is what happens when Rift Herald gets taken so early into the game.
It was really early, wasn't
I mean, it was a response from the Mountain Dragon. Yukon securing both dragons and managing to get themselves just under a 2,000 gold lead.
it? Playing pretty well, looking solid across the board.
Raw manages to ult. Will he get out? He should dash to the Lucian, but it's AoE, and it's a clean pick for T-side. Fortunately, there's no objectives.
Yeah, a lot of.
Irelia manages to get good wave pushing into the thing. Both of the carries from Yukon going to that bot side. Probably not the best in terms of gold efficiency. Sivir's pushing mid it. Pop in Lissandra, having a bit of a
wet noodle.
yeah. But not so much because they're tanky, but more just because neither of them do any damage. He says as the full combo comes in, Brand comes up, misses his Q, and Poppy gets taken down.
Got the Pillar of Flame though. He nailed that.
It feels as though T-side are currently making plays and Yukon are just going to the default farm up, get gold, do something later, reactive kind of play. We've got this Irelia pressuring the bot side while the rest of T-side go to the top. They should probably send the Poppy to deal with the Irelia and match bot lane to bot lane given the lead that Yukon's bot lane has. There's still a small gold lead for Yukon. Pick onto the Irelia, who overstayed. Getting a lot of healing off the Q dashes, but it's not enough.
I'm not sure the Poppy can still deal with the Aurelia. He's got Triforce.
Maybe send the Ari, which sounds weird, but you've got time during the dash to get that charm off, which would mitigate the damage from it, and you've got enough wave clear to deal with it. But then you don't have your main carry for the fight.
Does it mitigate the damage? I don't think it does.
I mean,
think the damage
it stops
still
them
goes
there
through.
if you get her.
Wasn't
There
there
will
a
stop
single
Zhao
war
doing the threat.
about
Zhao backs off.
LeBlanc's dash onto Ari, and when you charmed them, they changed it from not working to working.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was for all dashes. If they were like interrupted with CC mid dash or whatever.
So Sivir has the scaling on the Lucian, Sandra has the scaling on the Ari. Irelia into Poppy is, well, what we've just seen right there. And Zhao's coming up, ultimate used by Irelia, good ult from Niangi to get rid of both of them, as he just becomes a get some damage off onto the thing, Sivir able to come up. Again, there's so many of T-side's members in one area and not many Yukons. Niangi going down because of it. There is pressure in the bot lane from Lucian and Braum.
They can probably
Got to
take us
back
if
off
they
from the
stay
wave
there.
clear of Lissandra. Lissandra's decent wave clear. Zhao securing the vision of the Scuttle Crab on the top side. As they will recall, as Baron is spawning in 15 minutes and Infernal in 40 seconds.
15 minutes?
Oh, you know what I mean. Seconds.
Bloody hell.
It spawns at 20 minutes.
They want
Again, a
that
lot of the
Baron now.
vision.
They want to get winning.
I think again, it's the same thing what happened early game. They've not. T-side have controlled the top for so long that UConn haven't been able to get any vision down, and the vision down is in the bot side to try and get a push going onto the tower. But Irelia gets caught. Good pick. Should give them priority for Baron. Lissandra is still bot lane, but has that teleport available. Irelia will have her teleport in 30 seconds when she respawns.
They're playing it pretty well, T-side.
They are. As I was saying, they were managing to get a lot of the control around the top side so they could build up the vision advantage. Engage from the Poppy, disengaged by the Xin Zhao with his ultimate. Brand's damage coming through. Pick onto the Xin Zhao, completely bursted. Flash away from Brand. Vorm chasing, Glacial Odin slowing the Lissandra. Zoning Q from Splash. Lissandra going back in. Good self-ult from the Lissandra as the Brand ult comes through and shreds UConn's team. Lucian ult not finding the target as the Zonya's used. Splaff goes down to the Sivir. Yeah, strong team fight from T-side using their spells effectively. Xin Zhao getting bursted because he used his ult too early, but after that they held all their main damage, their Lissandra ult, their Brand ult, their Sivir damage for the main bulk of the fight.
That was
Irelia back in the fight as well, and UConn getting punished. I think the main difference this game was that about 5-10 minutes of control around the top side that enabled T-side to have that much vision, and then that really well executed team fight from them with a man down.
I mean, you could just put it down to the Xin Zhao though. Like, he's been all over the map. He's played it really well.
Not so well that fight. It seems his game knowledge and his time to gank is better than his team fighting.
Which is kind of what you need on a jungler.
It's what you'd want. But obviously having both would be ideal, as blue team does pick up the dragon. First dragon for T-side, matching the cloud trade for UConn. Both teams should be looking around getting vision into the top side. Still got 2 pink wards from UConn on the bottom side of the map.
Who's your money on to get the Baron?
Jacko does have the level advantage. I think it will depend on picks. Like now, Splaff getting a fair amount of damage off onto the thing. Lucian coming in, Braun missing, flashed away from Sivir.
She got out of it though. Fancy feet over here.
But it doesn't allow now UConn to come back with their team and siege down mid, go even on the towers.
Yeah, there's no.
They're even on gold with a tower deficit, so the difference at the moment is a tower in gold, which they now do pick up and go ahead by 800 gold, 700, 800. But of course this allows UConn to clear out some vision around the top side.
Yeah, set up the Baron.
They'll go back, refresh their pink wards, looking for a cheeky pick. I don't know why they would go into that brush. Maybe they're expecting Xin Zhao to come and clear those raptors, those camps, but it's not really what you do when Baron's up. You want to focus around top side.
Well, yeah, they're kind of giving away the wards they've just put down.
They've just given away the gold that they've got because it's not spent. Flash engage onto the Brand, knock up, Predator comes in. Ult used early, a lot of damage coming out from that Brand who is there. Sandra managing to survive a while. Irelia Big E misses quite a few people. Splaff narrowly getting out.
Pretty good this Sivir.
It's a 3 for 3. Flash used by Irelia, Sivir coming around. Lucian using the bolt to run away, uses the ult to turn, misses the stun and the W claps him.
Probably
It
could
looks
have
like
saved
a
the
clap.
flash. He looked pretty dead. But hey ho. Worth a try.
T-side now able to get priority over the Baron and even start it. Sivir is good at taking it. Fortunately, the Mountain Dragon is on the side of UConn, so it won't be as quick as we would like. The teleport coming in top by Niangi. Might be able to ult them away. Going to roughly half health. 8,000 damage. They're just not chunking it down fast enough.
No, they don't do it quick.
Bell Shield on the side of Sivir, but once she is gone, Niangi waiting around and seeing how slow it's taken. Brand's just used all of his combo on them, and they're forced to back away. Now you can't have priority over the Baron.
Are you going to take it?
The spooky ghosts do not catch them out.
They are recalling. There is a chance we could steal it.
They have to respect the lack of vision, though. That ward is really valuable that they've just placed. If they knew that there were only 2 members, they could start it. Teleport's down for everyone on the map. They're looking to bait it. Staying in this top side pixel bush.
I think they could have taken it there.
They definitely could have, but they didn't have the vision of where T side went.
Yeah.
Brandel is up.
Yeah, that's a problem. Did you say how much damage you did in the last fight? Like, Jesus.
It hit every member and it exploded on every member. And that's the difference. They're starting it now. The Scryno will spot them out. They're coming through the vision. They know which way they're coming through. Braun comes to front it.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
they
sure about
disengage onto
that.
the Baron.
Looks like they're waiting for the fight.
Lysandra is far away with no teleport available. Pick on the Sivir goes down. Brand gets melted too. Still doing a lot of damage in return for that kill, but 2-man advantage onto the Baron should be quite good for them. Xin Zhao is hiding behind the pit. He's expecting Yukon to go for the Baron. He's recalled.
Yeah, again, I don't know why they're not doing.
I think because they're such low health, they just don't
Yeah.
want to risk it.
But then the
They
main
are only
issue, the
500
brand,
gold.
he's gone.
The gold lead is closing. We were sat on a lot of gold.
True, yeah. Go back, stock up, you know.
A lot of well, Niangi buying some magic resist, understandably. Boom, getting the Zeeks, has the Zeeks herald for the Zeeks conversion. Sorry for Lucian, who's 7 and 3.
I presume the Poppy's going to go for the adaptive helm.
Yeah, there's a lot of repeat damage coming out from the side of, well, from the side of
from
T-side.
the brand.
Yeah, from the brand and the Lysandra. Lysandra's
Well,
Q is really spammy. That's where most of the damage comes
Yeah.
from. It's on a 2 or 3 second cooldown.
And he has picked it up.
There is a ward just out of the vision of Yukon that would spot them if they were to do the Baron.
The one that Ari stood on, yeah.
Looking to bait around it. Ghost Poro in there too.
Yeah, it looks like they won the fight more than the Baron, actually. Ah, Div's in it.
To finally spot the ward. Poppy using the W, a bit premature. Pick onto the Xin Zhao, but not enough damage to burst him down. Sivir getting picked again by this Olaf. Xin Zhao kills the Xin Zhao, the one coming down from Lucian. Charmed onto the onto the brand. Irelia with a good ultimate goes in 1v4. Gets instant CC'd, knocked up, and that should be Baron.
Yeah, that was a brave play.
I think it was a desperate play more than anything.
I think she could have backed off and chose a moment to fight, you know, already had.
I mean, Poppy did use a W to engage. She may have thought that the W was on cooldown. It came back up as the Irelia had jumped in, so... Big gold lead picked up, back up to 1,000, another 500 gold gained before the Baron. Baron does come down.
3k gold lead, all of a sudden.
2.5.
Oh, right. Fucking hell, Mr. Pedantic. Jesus.
As it is an Ocean Dragon that comes up, or we might go and get that blue buff. The lanes haven't really been doing much. There's not been much, like, push building or anything from either side.
No, they've just kind of left him, really.
I mean, both teams do have good wave clear.
Yeah.
Better on the side of T-side. But with a 9 and 3 Lucian now, who's picked up a Rapid Cam and a BF.
He's going for IE, or is he going for the revival from death? What's it called?
Guardian Angel.
Yeah, that's the one. I always forget the name because I never build it. It's kind of useless on Pokemon when you got the passive.
Yeah, you want to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Go in for that post-death Penta.
One day it will happen.
Well, the power play is coming through. They're getting a lot of advantage for this. Able to get the tower for free. They've managed to get a lot of vision down into the bot, but not being able to pick up that ward that will spot Jacko out.
The Sivir wins here, though. It's too much.
I mean, that is what they have to contend with. I'm surprised they've put everyone into one lane. They might reconsider that and send someone
yeah,
mid.
spread it out a bit, you know, spread the damage out. Sivir can't be in 3 lanes at once, right?
Their top lane is slow pushing, so if
don't
they
like
keep
this.
the pressure bottom mid, they will get the pressure up. It's a
don't
bit of a
like this
risky
though.
play from this Fnatic brush.
Why?
Bobby
What
has
are you,
got-
right, what are you hoping to achieve by doing this now? You're ahead, you've got waves pushing, you've got the advantage, you stood in a bush. Why? Exactly. There is no answer. Why not just go push? You got 2 waves crashing in and literally no one's there. Like, why? If someone could explain that in chat, please do. They try going in.
Sivir just getting absolutely stomped from the Olaf every team fight.
Yeah, that's a bit of
Going down Irelia with a big stun, CC coming through, Boom goes in to try and save the Ahri. Ahri gets out with Flash. Boom goes down, Flash used by Irelia, charmed. Q comes through, dodges the return true damage.
He's not going to chase.
Good
Gonna
defense
let
from
it go.
Tizza.
4 for the Sivir. Not worth.
No,
But
not
still,
worth.
we're 2k gold up. 1.5. Did someone shut down Lucian?
Yep, but I didn't pick up who it was. It was Zinzao.
Again, I think
450 gold. He also got it on Poppy too, so that's 900 to 1,000 gold coming over to the Zinzao. Who has been playing well, but ruins of the vision still down into that in that bot side. That pink ward surviving. Red buff does spawn on the bot side. Ahri sneaks in. We should spot Irelia out on that ward down there. Goes and gets the wave. Ahri's taking the red. That was both red buffs picked up for the carries of Yukon. Looking now onto the Irelia, Poppy's down there, trying to stop the Irelia base. Splaff comes down, will be spotted now. Irelia, panic mode, uses the E, gets the proc, the anger with the W, the ult, looking to charm away, looking to ult away, but charmed, and Splaff gets the kill. Big fight happening mid. Worm uses ult, Sivir uses ult, and again Olaf just goes straight for that Sivir and tumbles him down. Teleport used by Poppy to join the fight, as Yukon should win this one too.
He mopped it up.
It should be the end. Triple. You're looking at 30-second death timers, it should be the end of the game.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, we going early with a GG well played.
Yeah, it is end game.
We're still buying items. We've run out of minions. Cool. That was pretty close. Closer than the first game, definitely.
Yeah, but again, another win. One more win.
Yeah.
Win with a chance.
One more win and we still might not make it. But we're putting ourselves in an excellent position.
With
Really
the
good.
best possible chance of getting through.
Yeah, we're given every chance.
I'm going to be right back really briefly.
Wait, what? Team 2 just went 3-0 and finished it off with a penta. Wait, what? Are we viewing the wrong people? Let's have a look at the damage. Brand, double, everyone. Jesus Christ. Well, everyone on his team. Sivir was a bit unlucky. Got deleted by the Olaf. A lot. Ahri decent damage. Lucian decent. Olaf, yeah. Braum did 7k, that's quite a lot.
Quite a lot of damage coming through. I'll just be right back.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. Surprised Lucian ended up with like 12 kills. Yeah, 12, 4 and 4. When the R is 6, 3, 10. Doing the most damage in the game. Well, on the team. What did Brand end up building? The Andrews and Rylai's, that's it. How did Braum do 7k damage though? Like, seriously? Aurelia only did 10. I'm even more nervous for game 3 now. It's gonna be tough.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Do they know who they're against for game 3?
No idea. Wait, who were we playing that game? Was it Teesside?
Teesside.
Teesside Steelers, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So they were one of the teams on 10 wins as well.
So that's 6-pointer or 2-pointer in this case.
Yeah, but we were also ahead of them on opponent's match win percentage or whatever. They had 32, we had 41. Yeah.
The
Who were
chat
the
was
other-
quite active that last game.
Good. Who were the other team we could have played? Was it Durham Defenders?
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to be close. I mean, if we win all 3, I'd be very disappointed if we didn't actually make it. Like,
It would,
really
especially
disappointed.
after the way that they've played in these games. As you say, though, look at that brand damage.
Yeah, like, look at the Braum damage as well. Like, where did that come from? How'd you do 7k damage on Braum?
There was a lot of trading going on in those lanes.
Well, yeah, but you're trading into a Sivir with Spell Shield who takes 0 damage. No? I think that's more impressive than the brand damage, to be honest. Like,
No, it's not as impressive.
of course it is.
Doing the most in the game by 5,000 damage as support.
Yeah, but it's brand. Like, come on. Everything in reason. How much damage were you expecting from Braum? Was it 7k? No. He only did 3k less than Aurelia, like...
Given our late start to that game, it's a surprise that the other team aren't ready.
Speaking of...
Oh.
He went? Oh, nice.
Yep.
Lamppost Liquor. Good name, mate. Good name.
Why does everyone keep saying Monkers?
On it.
We're here to judge them.
Yes. We are the ones to pass judgment on these scrubs.
We're just here to put pressure on them, really, aren't we?
I thought that was going to say Clash has been cancelled. The little alert in the top. Oh wait, they must have played, right? Was it like 7 o'clock start for Clash?
Yeah, I got a notification saying it was about to start after it had started.
After it started?
Yep.
That's awkward.
Well,
Thanks
it's
for
because
letting me
when you're
know.
in the game, when you come out of a game, it will say, "Oh, it's ready
right.
to start," because they can't, for some reason, have it time controlled.
Just laying it all out there.
Well, our team know about us, and if we let them know, they might feel more pressure, and hopefully it will get to them.
You want to win by pressure? You want
Any
to
means
pressurise
necessary
them?
at this stage. We need
Stress
the
them
we
out
need
so
the
much.
win.
Who are they, by the way? Do you want to ask Niangi quick? Or someone?
I'll just ask them. Who are you anyway?
No, please no. We'll get kicked out. They can say they don't want spectators, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe they can't, but... Wait, maybe I shouldn't have said that on stream after linking them. They might just kick us out. Oh, look at all these people in spectators. I think these are all U-Clan as well. Like,
Yeah. Oh, Denk is in the wrong place.
wait,
He's
who's
master
Denk?
player. I don't know, but he's master.
Oh shit, he is. Holy crap.
Definitely the
Oh.
toughest team that we've come across so far.
Well, based on him and him alone, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit,
That
he's
said,
actually
we're a
master.
team full of diamonds. They have a diamond and a platinum.
He's actually master. Guys, look. Look, he's master.
If they had Rhiannon, we'd have challenge. So
Not challenger, not challenged. Oh, Jesus.
well, you know, swings and roundabouts, or swings and roundabouts.
I wonder where he's playing. I'm guessing they've scared him out already, but
He's playing on our team.
yeah, we've stolen him for the match. Unlucky guys. What is this?
I don't know. This is more cringy than the last game.
PapaJohns.com. Wow. He's an ADC player. Can you guys read this chat all right, by the way? Presume you can. Yeah.
We're still trying to find out who they are. We're just not getting answered.
Wait, what was that?
We still don't know who we're against, do we?
Team 2, clean sweep. 100% win rate.
Do you have Niangi added?
Yeah.
Okay, so do I.
Okay, cool. Good
Yep.
info.
I was going to ask who the teams are. Oh, Denk has moved over onto their team as opposed to the spectator box, which is
Wow.
unfortunate given his rank.
Goodbye our chances for...
They are from Sheffield.
Fuck yourself.
Apparently, you need to click the YouTube link. Shall I check it first?
I ain't clicking shit, dude.
Yeah. There's a video called "You've Been Gnomed," and that's what that YouTube link is.
Let's have a look at this Denk guy. So he is master tier. He's played 89 games of Nidalee this season. Doesn't seem that much. Some amazing win rates though. Then again, he's only played 7 games on Z, 100% win rate.
I'm not sure if we're allowed to say their name on stream.
Why?
Well, did you indicate it's for mature audiences or?
I don't think so. I'm just pronouncing it as it is, dude. Chef, fuck yourself.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
we're
is
from
that
up
a
north,
swear?
so we're going to have beautiful voices. Okay. He should watch the stream anyway. Get his FPS lower.
Yeah, that's why I always link it. Our boys won't be watching, will they, Splaff?
Yes, Splaff, you won't be distracted by us. What I do like, though, is we keep talking about vision, and we're really strong at putting vision in random bushes that make no sense. They're still listening at this point, right?
What?
Enemy team. I wonder if they're actually going to go ahead with Niangi's one-trick Teemo that hasn't been shown yet.
I mean, he played it last week and it was really good. Very strong. Won every game. So it'd be crazy if they didn't ban it.
It would. I mean, I suppose like that's one problem with him practicing it on his Smurf. That like,
I mean, that's a
people
good
just
thing
don't
for
expect-
us because no one ever expects the little Teemo.
Yeah. Strong sides of the UClan team. They're very good. Splaff is a one-trick Annie mid.
Yeah, just
likes-
don't ban Annie. That's basically it. Like,
He
just
likes
leave
to
Annie
take
open for him.
electrocute, because it gives him a lot of damage, and from there he can tend to snowball it. He gets Tibbers in one lane pushing as he clears the jungle. Very effective method. He doesn't even use it to kill people. He just uses it for the split pressure. Ivern jungle. We've seen that shut down lots of teams in the recent weeks.
I mean, he's a pretty strong jungler, really. Once you get to grips with him, he's, very strong.
And Jacko being able to pull that off successfully almost every time. Managing to clear away jungles right under their noses, avoiding the vision that has been put down.
Fingers crossed we get to see a Riven this game. Get to see Give Riven on Riven. Oh, that'd be so good.
It
The
would
true
be
carry.
nice, wouldn't it? Wait, his rank's gone down on mine.
Oh yeah, he's only silver 4 now. He got relegated because of the last game.
Don't ban Riven, see what happens. I suppose this is one problem of having a name in your name.
Yeah.
It's why I opt for,
Yeah, I don't
names in
think
mine
anyone's
and
going to
play
get
different
yours,
chips.
Worzy. I think you're pretty safe.
The Feast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you hover over me and you see Cho'Gath, so should do.
Is that true?
I mean, Yeti for Sale was a brilliant name.
I don't see Cho'Gath. I see Annie and...
No,
what's your
hover
icon?
over. It's my background one. Wait, do you only see Annie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hextech Annie.
you've not restarted.
No. Wait, what's mine? Oh, Ash, okay.
Wait, do they ever stream too? Is
that could be the
Iori one
coach,
of us?
Io.
Ah.
Could
Hey,
be.
our stream is good. It's quality. It's really good at pointing out things that no one would ever see because they're probably not there. Meta
You guys
analysis.
ready? Or we just watch stream? Yeah, come watch us, guys. Welcome.
We peaked at 16 viewers. It was
Oh,
quite strong.
16.
Iori
Jesus.
is our coach. Plasma Pause in the chat. That is a reason to watch the stream alone.
They went 3-0 this week. Team 2 with the brand new... wait, where did you play, Plasma? Jungle? I think you played Jungle.
With the brand new Plasma. Yep, well done.
The brand new jungler,
well,
Plasma.
Hopefully Team 1 will be able to repeat that too.
Yeah, would be nice.
Hey, Tidy. You know
Yeah.
you've got enough blue essence for a name change. You should have Go UClan as your
no.
name.
Just no.
UClan cheer lead. Maybe lead as your clan tag.
By the way, guys, this is technically the last week of NUEL, but if we make it into playoffs, we will, of course, be following Team 1 all the way for up to the next 3 weeks. Let's not count our chickens too early, though. Still got to win this game, bare minimum. No.
I mean, even the enemy is supporting our team at this point.
You can do it.
I'm not going to reply with what I had in mind for the Chef Ook team that we're against.
Hook yourself.
You can go and ook yourself.
That sounds even worse than just saying fuck yourself.
It does.
It sounds, yeah.
Oh, the viewers went up when I started singing. I was made a mental note not to sing. I'm surprised that it didn't just
That
drop.
was the only reason.
Everyone's spamming to start the game, including Splaff, who should be focusing on the chat, making funny things, good content. Resident Sleeper is the game. Slowly running out of things to actually talk about.
Yeah,
Would be nice to see Niangi on the team, though.
would be nice to
He
just
said he
see
did it that 1 week.
champ select.
Yeah, it would be nice to just see Champ Select. Everyone is ready. It feels as though Sheffield are taking too much time focusing on the quality of the stream. Maybe we're too good at what we do, Tidy. What do you think?
I think that has to be the case. That can be the only explanation for the delay.
We have been referenced several times in that chat, in the meme chat, which is almost tradition in these Newell games.
So they are
Happened every
watching.
game.
Hello, welcome. Please let
Thank
us
you
win.
for supporting UClan by saying that you said UClan with UClan.
UClan
Oh no,
do it.
UClan do it.
UClan do it. I like it.
Just to reiterate that we definitely need to win this, and then we have a potential chance to listen to Tidy again on the stream.
Unfortunately. I mean, technically, we don't have to win it, but there's so many teams going for the top 16. It's like 25 teams for 10 places. We could do with winning all 3.
It was noted last game that the teams were very similar to the previous 2 games. Splaff has played RE twice in a row, and that is now banned away from him.
To be fair, they've probably just gone back through the stream and seen what they picked up. Like,
Maybe. The Cho'Gath ban coming through, I appreciate that, because people
bet you
don't
do with
understand
your
how
name.
strong Cho'Gath is. Yep. Wait, is that basically Jacko or whoever banned, it would have been Yangi, but whoever made that decision just saying, we don't want the Feast commentating?
wow.
Are they trying to ban me? Is that
Maybe they
what's going
did.
on?
Well,
I mean-
Plasma's on standby.
Did the ban come through in time? It didn't. It is Fiora taken away from Niangi. He's alternate champ to Teemo because he plays Teemo to counter the Fiora.
Yeah, maybe they don't know we've got Riven up top playing Give Riven.
Did you mean that the other way around?
Yes, I did. I thought I was going to get away with it, but no.
It's alright. I'll let you off with some things, but that's a step too far. Aatrox's been banned. It looks like they're really targeting the top laner. I can only imagine that it is Denk who is playing top lane.
I mean, you could play
The
anyway,
master
really.
player. I would designate 5 bans to the master player. I mean, we saw how strong that Xin Zhao was last game and the impact he had, and he was Diamond 2, I think. The Lucian picked again, really high priority on this Lucian pick.
Yeah,
Will we
well,
see
12 kills last game.
Will we see the same response that we have in the previous 2, which has worked for us? Thresh is taken away. Be interesting to see if Braum comes out. Oh, the Camille comes out. Been hovered and locked in. He had a really strong game on that in the first game.
Definitely, yeah. Glad to see it back. Although the Olaf was pretty good as well, to be fair. Like, no complaints, really.
Similar kind of playstyle and jump on the carries, lock them down.
Just a hell of a lot less CC.
Yeah, well, Jacko did a really good job on that Olaf of just steamrolling straight towards that Sivir, bringing a whole load of pain train.
Yeah.
Melting her in fights before she could really do much. Vayne picked up. So again, there's a hyper late game into a really strong early game champion that we will have to see how that resolves.
That is confident. Picking Vayne
mean,
solution.
I mean, the Sivir pick, it is a late game, but it does have that spell shield to help it in the early.
And
Be
the
interesting
ult
to
to
see
run away.
Zac being picked up. Now, I do like Zac.
Yeah, you do. But
old
our
main of
teams seem to struggle against a Zac, which is a bit of...
There's the Braum coming through. I did, in my head, think it. Both bot lanes secured. Thresh Vayne into the Lucian Braum.
I mean, you catch either of them and they're probably dead. With the,
Jungle ganks
passive.
from Zac and Camille. Both really strong. You're looking... Room for outplay more so with the Thresh's Flay into the Camille's E. Vayne condemn as well. It's a bit safer from ganks on the side of Sheffield, but less
What,
damage.
Vayne?
Safer into gank. She has the condemn to get Camille away. Thresh has the Flay to get Camille away and counter with the Q.
Yeah.
Whereas if Zac comes, he can't really Braum shield a Zac knock up. Thresh has the guaranteed pull back.
You might be able to ult as the Braum and stop him mid-flight.
Yeah, I think the best counter to him is the vision, though. Knowing how to ward around a Zac is
Yeah.
very important.
Just keep the buffs warded. Keep the camps warded rather than the lanes. But
The
our
vision game has
hasn't-
been quite strong.
I was going to say it's not been great, our vision. I thought the first game, they had much better vision than we did.
There was, other than the issue mid, like after the early game had resolved and there were more boards available, the vision was really strong in both of the previous games.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But it is that early game, the Olaf ban coming through,
Okay.
stopping the potential flex Camille, arguably.
I mean, you could play Camille mid. I don't think it's in Splaff's champ pool, but could be, technically.
I feel as though Olaf would have been a really strong pick into Thresh Vayne Zac. The Rengar being hovered.
Running out of time.
Rengar
It is
being picked.
Rengar. Oh. Oh, okay.
That is brave.
Wait, no.
Into-
It could be a placeholder. Let's not forget. I don't know why you wouldn't pick
that is
Teemo,
true.
but
Maybe he doesn't have Teemo either. Maybe it's a placeholder for Teemo, which would have been a placeholder.
it's just a series of placeholders.
I suppose Ivan would be the other one, wouldn't it? Use Ivan as a placeholder.
No, because we
Malzahar picked up to stop any potential picks if it is a Rengar. Because if Rengar jumps in, Malzahar ults, Rengar goes down.
I think this Dent guy is actually going ADC.
Have you looked on his profile?
Yeah.
Or is that...
I mean, he's got 2 Aram games of Vayne where he's gone like 21-5-12, 17-6-11.
But I mean, if he's pre-made with Silver Friends, for example, the Swain pick coming through, I know that our UClan don't like that. Very strong, bulky pick. It looks as though Sheffield going with the Protect the Vayne comp, as you would do if you had a master tier ADC main on your side.
I don't think he mains ADC, but he looks pretty good. I think he's a jungle main, really. Plenty of Nidalee, plenty of Lee Sin.
The Akali being picked up, will it be a remake for that placeholder Rengar, or is it Rengar jungle? They have not swapped yet.
They're not
You would
backing
have
out
thought
either.
that they would have backed
I
out.
think it is legit. Camille up top.
This is very... and it is a remake.
Oh no, okay.
I'm really glad it was, because we had so many eggs in the early game basket, if that were the
Yeah.
case.
There wasn't
Be
too
interested
much
to see
game,
who it
there?
was. Interesting to see who it was.
I'm guessing we want the Camille jungle again.
I'd put Camille jungle.
So it is a pick for Niangi up top.
I can't remember who their top laner was now.
Playtime's over.
I guess we'll find out. Wait, who was their top laner? I don't know.
They had like a protection type comp. They had Zac in it. They had Malzahar, Vayne, Thresh, and someone else. The chat's probably spamming it. No. Looks as though it could be a Malzahar top actually. Unless they're not in order.
It could be, but I think I'd
They're
rather
not in
have
order.
the Miles into Akali. Oh, it looks like it is Niangi and Akali.
Oh, it was Swain. Of course it was. So yeah, a lot of crowd control on the side of Sheffield.
They've got a decent team comp. A bit less snowbally than ours.
Bit more of like the old meta as well. Like you've got 2 big frontline kind of carries, one like tank-esque support, and a lot of lockdown and damage on your carry.
Right.
Yeah. They're all kind of awkward and tricky to deal with, and yeah.
You need a lot of damage to burst through it, and I'm not quite sure if we have that. Twitch is onto us apparently. Hi Twitch. Technically, we're onto him, because we're on the Twitch.
Oh dear. I was trying to think of one myself, but you beat me to it.
Yeah, I think if you can get ahead early, I think it would be difficult for Sheffield to deal with us. But if it gets later into the game and there's not a clear lead on our side, then I think it will be difficult to get that advantage.
Oh, Lissandra, okay.
It's an interesting. He's been against it twice and beaten it. He knows the weaknesses of it.
He's picked it
But
into
was-
Mal's, or I guess into Swain. It could be either. I'm expecting it into the Mal's though.
I'm quite unsure of this Akali pick.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Niangi's Akali. Not a huge.
I'm not
fan.
a huge fan of assassins, to be honest.
Well, who's he
I
going to
think-
assassinate in that team? The Vayne.
I assume so.
That's it. Like,
What we would need is consistent damage outputs to shred their front line, if possible.
yeah, get
Or
through
even
the
a
front
tank
line.
to help
about
protect.
Look, just worry about the back line when you get to it. First, concentrate on the front line. Who's going to get through them? Lucian can. I
It
don't
depends
see
if Lucian
Lissandra.
gets ahead early, which he should do in this lane against Vayne,
I mean,
especially
yeah,
with the
but
Braum.
2 items, it's still going to be Bork and Cleaver, isn't it? Like, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
get through the Zac eventually.
Cleaver's going to do well.
Yeah.
Akali is quite good into Zac, especially getting rid of the Zac passive with the AoE added onto her Q.
But she's not going to kill anyone apart from the Vayne. And that's
Lissandra
risky.
does have quite a surprising amount of damage if the fight is allowed to go on, which if you're into tanks, you'd expect it to, but if your team isn't tanky itself, you're going to do damage, a small amount, but there won't be enough burst to actually get rid of the opponents, and when they
Yeah.
return the fire...
But Lissandra's like the pseudo tank, isn't she? Like, you're going to stand around waiting a long time for her to pop her ult on herself and do Zonya's and, I don't know, GA or something stupid. Like,
One thing
that's,
that we might...
that's 4 people
Sorry.
stood around her just messing about, like, doing nothing, basically.
One thing that we might see this game, which has been different to the other two, is whether or not they play around the minions more. In the previous games, they like to group up, have a big team fight, win. The pick potential with Alessandra, Camille, Akali, Lucian, Braum is quite high. There's a
Well-
lot of pick CC, stun CC, well,
yeah.
hard CC.
If they can get it all onto the Vayne, they've probably won. That's, 30
Looking for
minutes
them
in.
picks. We saw them last game playing around with those pink wards in the enemy junglers' bushes, but it didn't really pay off because they knew where we were.
You're doing what to the bushes? I'm not sure I want to know, mate. Keep that off stream.
Playing around with the idea of picking the opponent off in the enemy's jungler's bush. Okay.
Sure. But this Vayne is Masters, like, Master tier scrub player.
Yep.
She-
It is a case of killing the Vayne, win the game.
He/she is going to be expecting all this CC on him. Like, going to be ready. Quick as a flash.
You'll probably see a QSS from the Vayne. I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it delays your scaling, but when you've got a bulky team to help stall out the game, I mean, there's a decent amount of wave clear. Malzahar can clear a wave while not even been in the lane. You just need to EW by mid to late game and it will go through. And again, the double TP for both teams this time, actually. See if that advantage gets played.
What else would you take on Akali? What other summoners?
On who, sorry?
On Akali.
um,
Top lane Akali as well, not mid.
I mean, you could go Ignite if you wanted an early game lead. You see it on the Braum and also the Thresh looking to get that damage off, helping in the trades. Could do the same for Akali if you're looking to snowball the early game, but into a Swain, you're probably not going to be able to.
Yeah, I think I'd have rather gone exhaust on the Thresh.
Mm.
Because you don't really want the kills in there.
I think what it does is it helps deter a tower dive.
Yeah.
But again, exhaust would too. I think you're right that exhaust would have been better.
I think I prefer it.
I mean, they've built a protect the Vayne comp. Lucian's fairly obvious when his damage is coming out from his ultimate. It's fairly straightforward to exhaust him then, if you are in the range, of course.
Yeah, like, that's quite an easy counter to the Lucian's aggression, right? Just exhaust him.
Well, the 3-minute timer is up and we're loading into the game.
We are, yeah. For
The
game
master
3,
player.
Oh,
Been the slowest one to load in. Reassuring.
currently 2-0. Clean
Are they
sweep for the
2-0
week.
though? Ironically, the good player on their team isn't their great player on their team.
The what, sorry? Oh, okay, right. Wait, maybe he is. Maybe he's a challenger.
Maybe they swapped accounts for the day. I will say that I am a fan of the Vayne's clan tag. Very owl looking.
Ooh.
With the side of the face and W and the
Nice skin.
apostrophes above
Very
the
nice
L.
skin.
Whereas LT Grey Braum ready to put a downer on the Heartseeker's Vayne. Hoping for heartbreak in the bot lane.
These guys were third out of like 180 or whatever at the start of this week.
I mean, if they're playing comps such as Protect the Vayne when your Vayne is a master player, you'd expect them to be quite high up.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
And they will have had a lot of practice protecting the master player. I assume he'd also be the shot caller.
Yeah, they've had 5 weeks of it. Like,
But we do have a lot of pick potential and hard crowd control.
so do they. They've got a mouse, flash out.
But once one of our champions go down, we still have damage coming out. If we get rid of the Vayne, sure, Malzahar and Swain do have damage, but it's nowhere near as substantive as
Yeah,
ours.
yeah, very true.
See how they had out in the early game? If they're going for the vertical jungling, ping's coming from all over the place. I assume they're actually uttering words and not just pinging randomly.
No, they just ping random. I think that's customary. It is Swain.
Both
so
teams
it was,
reluctant to go into the pixel bush for the opponent. Splaff is hovering about, trying to bait out an ability. Malzahar could, of course, just press E and do a bit of damage.
Right. Why is it showing you top side and me bot side? The directed cam.
Oh, I'm not on directed cam at this point. I
What?
swapped back to it.
How
I
are
like
you
to see
not
what
on
everyone's doing.
directed cam?
Click and drag. And it snapped back to it. Malzahar coming
no,
in, spotting out the Splaff on the top side, but not the Camille, which is good. Important, the jungler's staying back. Camille does show herself for the expense of putting a ward in the pixel bush. Not sure if that was really necessary.
They got the
They
mouse
do
pass.
now know
Definitely
where...
were.
Ah, but they know... They would have got that without. But they know where Camille's starting now,
True,
red side.
yeah.
They can put their wards around. You'll see the mirrored wards in the pixel bush. Well done to you, Clan, for actually putting their ward in the pixel bush this time.
Did that
Against the
trigger you
Zac,
last
however,
time?
I would have been tempted to put it on the Raptors. But it was been zoned off by players in there. Bot lane looking for a small cheese. However, Camille did get spotted, and unnecessarily so. Pinged out by Sheffield.
Yeah, they did ping it. They're aware.
Not really a huge disadvantage, just not cheese coming through. 2 of them cut. Mikali doing a lot of damage onto the Swain. Stops
Yeah.
another pressure. Camille comes up for the gank, and my cam swaps. I think she missed her E flash.
Yeah, they both flashed. She flashed to get onto this way, and he flashed away. So
He flashed away. Camille coming, invading the Zac's jungle. Zac usually starting red because of the leash. It's very important. Managing to put vision down deep into that topside jungle too. The ward should... Good ward coverage by UClan's bot side to spot to see if Zac does move in for vertical jungle. A lot of damage coming down onto Niangi as he gets caught by that. Forgot the champion then. Swainy.
Swainy.
Swainy. No, Swain E.
Still going for it.
Score again. Zac is spotted out on the bot side. It is now vertical jungling. Zac is actually coming round for the gank, even though he got spotted out. They're not backing off. Baiting him, wasting his time. Camille clearing from. Ooh, Swain out of mana. The damage comes in. Lucian positioning himself well, getting a bit of damage off. Zac able to heal back up from his passive. Camille took all of Zac's jungle. Be interesting to see if the Sandra could get some dominance. Niangi looking low, no flash on the Swain though.
He's looking very low. I think he's in burst range.
Malzahar going down to help secure the skull with Zac, because I still don't know where Camille is. Zach did put ward down into Yukon's jungle. Could be a return gank too. Level 3 gained in the bot side.
I
Zach
think we'll know
back to
where
his own
Camille
jungle.
is, simply because blue buff's still up, so... To listen that, they'll be like, well, she must have cleared red and then gone over to ours. So.
In that case, Zach just made a massive play. Massive misplay. He made a massive play. Is he going straight to his blue buff, or is he doing more? He's going straight to his blue. Get that
Oh, it's
time
going to be
reset.
disappointed. He's drifting up though.
It is a massive... Good damage coming out. The ignite would have been a kill. Ghost used by Swain. First blood to Akali, and she dies under the shroud. No assist picked up by Zach. Good strong lead for UClan.
Well,
The
first
Zach
blue
is,
gold,
however,
yeah. Well, that's
Zach
it.
is, however, level 4. It's more the CS difference on the jungle.
Oh.
No, Zach has no jungle available to him. He's 18 CS. Camille has 24 and a full jungle of CS. This was the problem of Zach not going into and clearing our jungle with Camille coming down, despite being spotted out that Camille started top. Sheffield should have put more vision around, got Swain toward top side for the gank, and mid to spot if they were going to come for their jungle. Zach go in, take our bot side jungle. Speaking of, he comes mid, but it's quite easy for Alessandra to get away. The what was it? Mr. Armstrong or Stretch Armstrong?
Oh yeah, I remember that dude.
Been used by the Zach. Alessandra warding top side, which is the wrong side where the Zach is. But wards do last time, and time will respawn the minions on that, the jungle creeps on that side.
I think Swain's going to win this top lane, you know.
Gank from Camille, stun comes in, shield comes through, flash used by Niangi. It goes down, Niangi picks up another kill, that's quite strong, that's really good. Thresh line in a hook, the aftershock going off, no damage. And minions picked up. Even CS bot lane at the minute.
Yeah, quite impressive. Keeping up with a master player in CS, just saying.
So far, the standout of this game has been both Niangi and Jacko. Really good kill on the Swain there after the teleport is gone. I mean, that wave will crash. They are, however, even on CS because of the pressure that Swain had earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you say Niangi's been MVP so far, but he did give away basically a free kill.
Is that coming in for the gang? Undetected. War not through. Flash flare. Knock up. Should be a double kill. Stun goes on to the return kill. The flash used to safety by the Vayne, and the Vayne picks up a double. One kill. Sorry. Zach picked up the other.
Yeah, Zach got the other, which is kind of okay. You don't want both going onto the Vayne, but still. Nice gank. You kind of knew as soon as Zach jumped on both of them. Trouble.
They should have been expecting Zach bot side. Camille was in the top side jungle. Doing really well. Ultimate used, burst down, Miles no mana. Camille coming in, flash used. Flash and Q.
Please don't both die.
Jacko just walks away. It would be an execute if he were to go down.
He survived on half of HP.
Ultimate used by Swain, it means he will be gathering slow amount of life back. Good route by the Swain, keeps his life. But pressure again, put down by Niangi. Lower CS. I would say the MVP of this game so far is actually Jacko as opposed to Niangi. He's been controlling the Zac really well, which is why it was disappointing to see those 2 kills go over to the Sheffield bot lane.
Yeah.
Because he managed to clear the blue team's blue side jungle, the top side jungle, twice. Well, he left wolves this time, as well as maintaining the jungle for himself.
Yeah, he's scooping it all up, isn't he? He's all over. All over it. Oh wait,
Red
blue
buff has
just come
spawned.
up though.
Able to be clear. But Jacko knows that, as he did clear it. Zac is now on that side. He will be spotted out if he does go to the blue. He's probably looking to put Akali, knock her down a peg from the strength.
Yeah, I think the Swain's been doing pretty good, really, into the Akali. Just a bit unlucky.
Now going in. Ultimate used by Camille. Zac using the unstoppable. Can't get out of the chain. Camille able to follow up with a Q. Zac uses
Still
flash,
got
Red Bull
passive.
ticket. His passive's up under tower. Lissandra here. Follow up on the Swain. Lissandra does not have ultimate. Flash used by Swain to get away, which
Yeah,
will be
decent
valuable.
flash.
The blue buff should be picked up. Again, really good jungling by Jacko to deny Zac his jungle, basically. Giving him a quarter of the jungle on the map. which is why I said he should have gone into our blue jungle earlier. It would have given him another quadrant and essentially countered what the Camille wanted to do. It's very much Zach's bot lane, Camille's top side at the moment. Zach's still managing to keep well.
The Vayne's starting now. I'm already getting a bit worried.
The damage coming in. He does have the execute on his ultimate. Really nice. Clean. Zach looking for a gank around the mid lane.
Lissandra no fly. Does have ult though. I'm guessing Zach can't ult Alessandra who's ulting.
And the caster box has been invaded.
Really? Excuse me.
Zach's down in bot lane again. Wave clear from Splaff. Missed Q by the Mals. Camille again in Zach's jungle. Is Zach not having the confidence, or he's got one more down, but not enough vision to fully commit himself to going into the enemy territory. Splaff maintaining mid pressure denies Mal's being able to protect the Zach, which might be a reason why he hasn't been able to go up. Same with the bot lane managing to push that wave in, again stopping priority going to the bot lane if a fight were to break out around the blue side for Yuklan's blue side.
Vayne's getting one kill.
Camille
10
now
CS.
looking for a gank onto the Mals in a pink brush, is it? She opts to clear for some farm instead. Zach still looking for that gank. He's been denied. Yuklan should be expecting a gank from Zach somewhere, because it's what you do when you're behind on a jungler. You go for ganks, you go for plays. And it should be.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's waiting for Lucian to use his dash to farm. Then he can't dash out of the...
He has recalled and nothing will come of it. You see that pink ward from Yukon in the bot side? It gives options for the Camille, who's currently doing the Rift Herald, which would be expected given we have top priority. Mid has mid priority, top has top priority, and Camille's dominated that side of the jungle. I might play jungle more, it's really fun. Malzahar finally pinging missing on the Lissandra as she appears back in lane.
Perfect time.
Niangi doing well to clear out that pink ward, which would have given Zach his quadrant back, or it would have let him know when Camille was there so he could go into Camille's quadrant. You'll notice Camille hasn't actually gone to her blue side quadrant that much. That's because she's assuming Zach's been taking it, because that's what happens with vertical jungling. You get one side of the map, you get the other. Luckily, unfortunately for us, this hasn't been the case, which means that Camille now has this quadrant to take over and she can refocus around the mountain dragon. Splaff again with the priority. Blue buff been handed over, something which would have been very useful for the Malzahar. So again, the jungle pressure from Jacko. Stealing them blues. Akali with the flash. I need to update. Flash away from Malz. Ult under tower. Zach follow up. Ult dash away. Lissandra managing to escape.
Yeah. That was brave. Dive in under tier 1. Miles with ult. Like, is it worth it really?
You'll notice the CS difference in the junglers isn't that much. And that's because Camille's not been getting the bot lane. Oh, engage down. Ultimate to dodge the flay. Hook grabs the Braum. Vayne does go down. We're now looking good Q by Braum to slow the Thresh. Flash flay away. Lucian should be able to get the stun. Flash away. Zach looking for the counter engage if they were to tower dive. Good option to back out.
Yeah, they didn't quite get the stun either on the Thresh, which was a bit unfortunate. If they did quite early, they probably could have killed him.
One thing that's less obvious with the dominance that I was beginning to say was that with that blue buff basically been denied for the Mals, he's not been able to have any pressure mid, which means the Sandra's able to get to anything first. Given us both of the objectives, you saw in the previous games that one team would get the dragon, the other would get the herald. That's because of side dominance in the jungling, which has not been the case because Jacko's persistently invading that top side and denying Zach who has been spotted out on this ward, and he's looking for the play bot side. He keeps hold of his E, which does mean it's not on as much of a cooldown. Sandra dealing with the wave clear of Mal's. Camille was pinged out. Sees that failed pink ward. The silence does come through, and the scuttle goes over to her. The blue buff is up. Back coming through, teleport through from Lissandra. Mikali managing to follow. Stopwatch used by Swain, who I keep forgetting, and Flash. Follow up. Oh. Splaffles himself, questionable. We saw the enemy do that a lot. Turns out quite well. Jacko does go down to the tower for a shutdown of 450 gold.
Yeah.
Mal's managing to get damage off onto this tower. The blue buff is still up on that bottom side, but Splaff has to come back, otherwise we lose mid. Zach will be spotted out on the control ward.
Why would he dive in down tier 2?
I don't know why Splaff didn't ult, and the pause has come through. Sec lag is the call in the chat. On the side of Sheffield, Malzahar with the claim of lag. Whether it was a Swain, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why they're making that play under tier 2 when, you know, tier 1's still up. Like, just go take the tower if you're bullying him around. Like, it seems unnecessary and risky, and you're giving Swain another kill when you could be dumpstering him. Like,
I think it would have been a really clean and good play had Splaff ulted him instead of himself. I think that was a bit of a misplay.
yeah,
Because
maybe.
ulting yourself, the tower doesn't aggro you, which means Jacko got the full
Yeah,
aggro.
I don't think Splaff tanked any hits there, did he?
No, he kind of appeared, got a bit of damage off, not much, as Lissandra's early gamers, and then ulted himself, which would have killed Swain if he ulted Swain instead. So I think that was a bit of a misclick.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that would have been intentional. There was certainly no need for him, especially against a Swain. Maybe against an Akali, but you wouldn't tower dive an Akali.
But even so, it still, you know, remains true. Like, it's a bit too risky for the reward of killing a 1-3 Swain.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really necessary? Is it really worth it? The possibility to throw is bigger than the possibility to win from that one play.
That's true. I think the vision on the map that we can see at the moment has really told the tale of this game.
Yeah. Good warding. Definitely good warding around the enemy's blue from our team, from our boys.
It has been the area of focus for Jacko, and it has been paying off because,
Yeah.
again, it's not just the CS differences from the Zac, but denying the Malzahar the blue and putting a lot of pressure onto the Swain. And you can see in the 3 on Akali, the 1 and 0 Lissandra. Akali with a substantial CS advantage now as well.
Yeah. I thought he was a bit lucky early, not going to lie. I thought the Swain could have killed him a couple of occasions, but he managed to survive it, he got an item, and he's really kind of using it to good advantage now.
I'd have been reassured more this game if UClan had opted for a mid to late game AD carry, just so that you can rival the damage of a Vayne.
Yeah.
Picking the Lucian Braum, you are looking to get ahead early. The game does resume. Wave clear happening in mid. Miles is below half mana, so that can't happen for too long.
He has been pretty good on Lucian though. He's played him all 3 games, hasn't he? Looked very accomplished. Last game's 12 kills. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
The next dragon is an ocean dragon, which would be useful for us into their team comp. As would be looking to get a pick, come back, heal up, look for a pick again. Summon the Herald in the mid lane, I think it was borderline expiring. The teleport coming in deep from Akali onto their blue, probably looking to collapse around the mid as Shelly comes in. Zac looks to get rid of some rooted, unstoppable, the ult coming through under the tower. Malzahar goes down, Lissandra does not make it out. The bot lane is however here, the tower will go down. Zac goes in, which is quite brave. Did have passive up. Vayne able to try and pick up a kill onto the Zac. Looks like it will succeed. Lucian, sorry. Good Q from Braum to stop Vayne going any further
very
in.
good Q. There was still the chance for her to like just murder all of them there.
Does
I'm
you kind of have a
very
2k
scared of
gold?
this Vayne, very scared.
You'd expect us to, or you'd expect the team comp to have a goal lead at this stage of the game. It's what we can do with the lead, and if we can snowball it like we did the previous 2 games.
Yeah.
That's what we need to keep. We need to keep this tempo going. The concept which they're very well aware of, as they were commenting about it, as we were asking them about their previous plays in other games. Akali looking to secure this top tower.
That'd be nice. Nice bit of gold. 2k gold up, by the way. Doing all right.
Akali's 2k, or
Oh no, the team.
yep. Akali doing a lot of damage down onto the Swain, who didn't respect the damage. That comes in, but it's too late. Looking for the Mr. Stretchman onto the minion, gets it. Malzahar is nearby, but he doesn't have flash just yet. It should be coming back very soon. He's looking for the flash play. Zac baiting the Akali, misses his E. Very concerning how that happened. Malz will be able to just ult down onto the thing. Splaff able to cancel it. Shut down 750 gold bounty. Splaff will get the return kill onto the Malzahar. As Botlane get the tier 1 tower. That's all 3 towers dropped. And really good play by Uclan.
750 gold shutdown on the Malz. Not ideal.
Doubled their gold lead advantage, so it's now 4k. Looking to turn their aggression onto the Vayne. The Vayne flashes away from the Camille, condemns the Camille away. Should be a kill on Thresh, who uses the box. Camille able to get close to the Vayne, but it should not be a kill. Vayne is able to kite back. Lucian with the aggressive heal saves Camille while killing the Vayne. Really well played.
Yeah, that was a bit greedy from the Vayne. I don't think she'd have got the kill even with the silver bolts prop, but
It was very close. Good bait by Jacko.
you could say good bait, yeah.
Good response by Lucian anyway.
Good response,
Jacko
definitely. Yeah.
clearing away the only safe quadrant for the Zac as well. He's not been able to get tanky or become relevant this game because of the just denial of the CS.
Yeah, I
Involved
don't think he was as active early as you need to be on a Zac. I think you need to get everyone ahead and hope that you can tank everything late game.
I mean, I have quite a bit of experience on Zac.
Yeah.
His early game is the weakest part of his game. If you can survive it and come out even, you're in a really strong position. Obviously,
know,
this hasn't happened this case.
I think the early game's like his strongest point, really. Because of
No,
his passive.
mid to late. His passive's good, but it's not great. Nyangi getting a good pick onto the Vayne, and again, this is the jungle difference showing now. Nyangi getting fed through the jungle difference as the fight breaks out. Malzahar will go down. W by Swain to deter a chase. The Ocean Drake will be picked up.
7 kills now on Akali, looking dangerous.
But all this play is down to that Jacko invade early. The very, very first play where the Camille went from red into the enemy's blue, and Zac did not return into our blue.
Yeah, where did he go? I'd be interested to find out where he actually went. Did he go
He
bot?
went for a gank bot lane,
Yeah.
which failed.
Yeah, he didn't get
But
in.
then he went back instead of going into the Camille's jungle. Could have been a bit of habit play. And it was purely that play that has set up the entire dynamic for this game, as the
Yeah,
Akali
well,
was able to get ahead from the Camille's pressure. The Lissandra getting ahead due to it as well, and preventing Malzahar from doing anything. Akali now being able to completely assassinate the Vayne, which is really promising for us. We need to be able to close the game out before it reaches late game. Zac looking for a play, goes behind the Akali. Smart use to get the slow. Unstoppable use. Akali does manage to get out of the way. Ult comes through. She should go down here, surely. Vayne probably will pick up the kill. And Zac takes it, which is good
Wait,
for
Vayne
us.
didn't even get the assist. Oh, that's awkward.
That is not what you want from a Protect the team, from Protect the Vayne comp. And it is traded for a tower. 4 towers to 0, a 7,000 gold lead. Looking really promising for UConn as they set up vision around the Baron.
Yeah, they've done a really good job with the vision topside jungle. Like, if anyone moves through there, they're going to see him. Just what you want, right in front of Baron. No one's getting near it. It's ours.
And Bannergalink's using the full extent of his sweeper to check as many bushes as possible. Lazar pushing down this T1, but they won't care. His teleport is not available. All of UClan's members hovering towards that top side, pressuring the Baron. Zac spotted out, he will eat away. Does not get the stun through from the Brawn. Vayne is mid. Malzahar is basing, which would indicate that a big fight is about to happen around the Baron. Teleport down from Lissandra to deal with those minions. Questionable. If we were being really pedantic, we could critique the play for not sending someone down there earlier.
I don't
Having
think,
to use that teleport.
I don't think there's anything wrong with losing tier 1 at this point. Like, is it really worth the TG?
I mean, we have the teleport still available on Niangi, so he is able to go bot side as well. As you see him making his way over to Malzahar, who is taking Zack's jungle away from him. Zack finally been able to get into that blue buff quadrant and picking up some farm, but he will be rivaled by the Camille, who's putting more vision down and pushing that top wave, setting up Baron. Thresh coming through with the hook, lands it on Akali. The ult comes down from Malzahar. Play, box, normal. Swain coming in just a bit too late. Lucian getting his ult down, getting the kill on the Malzahar.
1 for 1.
Landing used by Thresh defensively. But a lot of CCUs. Good flash by Splaff to avoid that hook. Zack catching Banniger links, but nothing to auto attack to bring him closer. It's a 1 for 1. Camille putting a lot of pressure on the bot. Every time we seem to go even on a play, we're gaining something somewhere else. Keeping the tempo. Good route by Swain. Stopping him running away as Thresh comes in as well. Not sure if they will still get the kill. Zack going passive down, which is huge around this time of the game. He will go down, potential more damage down onto the tier 2 tower. Teleport coming in from the Angie as they look to take down this mid.
Feels a bit unnecessary again.
Hook missed by Thresh. That'll be a large cooldown for this fight. Fight breaks out. Kali assassinates the Vayne. Splaff ults himself, actually engaging. Getting a good chunk of regen. The stopwatches and the Zhonya's used. Ooh, couldn't quite get away from that Malzahar, and the Swain CC bringing them close. 2 down. Camille flanks from the back. Ults onto the Malzahar. He will go down. It's just Swain against the world as they take down this inhibitor tower. Well, at least part of it. Camille pressuring the top side.
Yeah.
Swain pressuring around the... Lucian pressuring around the mid still. Zack has respawned. Camille backs off, respecting
Didn't
the
quite get
engage.
it.
Got the tower. 6 towers to 0. 9,000 gold lead. 23 minutes in.
Oh, it is 0 as well, isn't it? Jeez.
Camille able to take away both vision around the Baron and the blue buff as well.
That Mouse is going to be so salty. I didn't get 1 blue buff all game.
Yukon's vision has ended up on the bot side, but 3 pink wards on the Braum, 1 on the Lissandra and 1 on the Akali still to put down. Well, only 2 members of Sheffield have pink wards at the moment. Sweeper wasted onto that pink will be immediately cleared away. The Sweeper been able to get rid of a ward for Sheffield. Sweeper again used around the Baron pit. They now have locate vision on where Yukon's vision is. The flash onto by the Akali. Lantern away. And that is pretty big. The flash ult from Niangi will be down for a potential fight soon.
Yeah.
They could stall it out, but whether they will.
As long as he
cautious.
deletes the Vayne, like, job done.
But the flash ult could argue is integral to the deleting of the Vayne.
Yeah, you don't really want him down.
Sheffield's vision of that topside quadrant is just being pushed back and pushed back as Uclans advances. The dragon is spawning soon.
What is it?
It is a mountain dragon, which is very good for taking down Baron quickly.
True.
Camille, Lucian heading over. There are 4 or 5 members of Sheffield around there too. Scrymans will pick some of them out.
Gonna rush through.
Zack engaging. Braum with a beautiful W dodge. Stretch Armstrong trying to slow him down. Waste his smite on him as well. That's a 15-second cooldown on his smite. As you can pick up the dragon.
They're gonna get another one before Elder spawns as well.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they're doing alright, aren't they? They're just kind of nickel and diming, getting there, chipping away.
Not rushing the Baron as they look to do it now. I don't think Sheffield has been near this part of the map in the last 5 minutes, so...
Yeah, they've done well keeping them out.
The Mountain Dragon doing well to chip down that Baron,
Looks like they won the fight more than the Dragon. More than the Baron.
as usual.
Yeah, they were doing it last game, weren't they?
I would have opted for the Baron there. I think with 2 Mountain Dragons behind you and the amount of deep vision that you do have in that top side, it's worth going a bit further.
Yeah, but do you want to risk the 50-50 and the possible comeback when you just don't even need Baron?
And Zac is very good at getting rid of it. Baron steals.
Yeah.
With that jump over the wall, not even putting himself in any danger.
Oh, you mean from Tribush over?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've only ever seen
Very
it once.
I've done it a few times, it's really satisfying.
Pretty cool, yeah.
But both teams back off and UConn are able to clear a bit more of the vision down.
Miles is bot side. He does have
That is bot side.
Looks pretty safe.
But the 2 Mountain Dragons have been able to burst down that Baron. Thresh is nearby, they will spot UConn doing it, but it's too late. The hook comes through, hits Braun, but they will back off for fear of their lives. Flash used by Braun, ult from Camille, condemned by Vayne to get rid of further.
We got him.
Good catch, good play.
He's still going.
Clock coming over the wall. Lucian ult thrown down, slightly off position, stunned against the wall. Swain coming in with the Vayne. Ali picking off the Thresh and then going straight onto the Vayne. Zonya's hourglass used by Swain will go down. And is this game?
Miles is here, but it's 5v1. Good luck, mate. If you want to make YouTube, this is how you do it.
Really good play from UConn. They seem to have a game plan, stuck to it, and it was really worked off. Jacko with the stopwatch use. I assume he's building a GA. Niangi going down. And Lucian going down. That is both the towers down as they do respawn. Could they come back beyond? Malzahar, does he have any damage to deal with? Camille goes down with the kill on Malz. He's not chasing. He does pick up the kill on Splash. That's a big shutdown, and Vayne picks up. Oh no, he doesn't. The Cinderhulk from
feels
that
bad.
picked it up. 4 kills on Zac, but 3 of them could have gone over to the Vayne.
Yeah.
This has really been a difference in junglers.
The Miles did hold him off. He got 3 kills.
We could have ended the
1v5.
game though. It was a bit of that solo queue.
Yeah.
Not solo queue. Normal like banter where you just stall the game because you're enjoying yourself going on, as opposed to really taking it seriously. It is now a 9,500 gold lead though, so it's been
Yeah, there
extended
was
by
a lot of
400.
shutdown gold there, wasn't there?
Sheffield did pick up a tower, so it is 8-1 with that Malzahar taking the bot side. Bot lane tier 1.
Like 2.5k, 3k gold given away.
Zac now back in his home of that bottom blue quadrant. Oh, Niangi just spotting that ward. Notice that Sheffield have now got a lot of vision. Pink wards still left over from that Baron that UConn didn't clear because they got destroyed on the way back. Overstayed. Lissandra will pick up the blue buff as Malzahar gets his first glue of the game as well.
Hey, congrats, mate. 30 minutes.
With that top inhibitor open, UConn looking to 5-man siege the bot lane tower, forcing the split.
They got the wave here as well.
Teleport available on the Swain, but Malzahar with a better wave clear still on minion duty for that top side. He is recalling. Tier 2 will fall. The Guardian Angel completed on the Camille.
Good, yeah. But you got to dive in, so it needs to be a bit tanky.
Zac coming in, popping his Randuins, missing everyone. Ult coming down onto Niangi from Malzahar. Vayne in the backline, managing to stay backline without being assassinated. It is her first fight. She is picking up a lot of kills and regenning from autos. She ults, flashes in, goes down on Splaff, but Lucian manages to get the damage down. Splaff does, however, go down to the Malzahar. Thresh now looking for the Lucian. Lanterns Zac in, who will be able to catch him if he is. Lucian able to dodge, and they go back to kill the minions. The Sheffield have their first good team fight of the game.
Yeah. The Vayne flashed in as well aggressively, like, steady on mate, you're 1 and 6, you know. I know you're master tier and all, but, you know, easy up. And she did pay for it. She did complete Rage Blade though. Interesting to see what she does from it.
She does have that QSS as well that we were talking about. I'd definitely build a QSS in the champ select. Niang, that's the problem with the Malzahar. been able to ult Niangi before he can get and assassinate to that vein. It's the first time it
He was
happened.
there, he was on the spot, wasn't he? He was ready. He was expecting it.
First time it happened, first team fight won. Is it too late? The gold lead is reduced to 7,000 gold, so they did manage to pick up 2,500 gold advantage for themselves in that fight.
Absolutely not over yet.
As
We've got to win at least
another
one more
mountain
team fight.
dragon looks to spawn in.
We got a 4 Drake Elder. It's another win condition.
3 mountain dragons down. If there is time for the Baron to respawn, it will get melted. You saw how quick it went down last time? I don't know. We don't have the time.
No.
It's weird because sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. Camille managing to get away, gets ulted, CC, crowd knocked up, and goes down to the Malzahar. Sloppy play. Swain did use teleport, wasted his teleport. You cannot, for the first time as well, not having the vision down in the quadrant that they're playing on, and it does cost Jacko his life.
Blue team's inhibitors respawning soon.
Yeah.
It was almost all down. It was just that entry bush to that bot side jungle where Sheffield had the vision. Yukon will back off as they reset. The blue inhibitor comes back to the relief of Sheffield. However, they were able to pick up more gold. They always had someone taking those super minions that were there on the top side. Akali looking to assassinate the Malzahar. He doesn't have ulti. Flash. He comes back up, but it's just too late. Niangi manages to melt.
What is that damage? Like, actually, what is that damage?
That is a 12 and 7 Akali for you, who also has a QSS, by the way.
Why
A
not?
recent purchase. Get out of that Malzeal, assassinate the vein. Certainly learned his lesson. The Baron's spawning in under a minute. As the grey timer pops up. It's 40 seconds away.
It's another win condition.
I feel as though this is the most important Baron of the game. Because of the tempo that we had on the previous one. This could potentially be the last. If we get it, we should win.
Yeah. Well, if we get it and survive the team fight after, because I'm guessing it will contest.
Swain is bot side, and he did waste that teleport earlier. Baron spawning in 15 seconds. Sheffield not really prepared for this. The Niangi does have teleport, but he is only mid lane. Looking for Vayne already. Forces him off the wave. And further back away from Baron as we look to burst it down. The pings haven't come out from Sheffield. They do not suspect it because Niangi is hovering in the mid lane.
I think we probably know. They are making
Thresh's
their
pings that he's going in to get vision. But see how fast the Baron melted because of the 3 mountain drakes. Has been paused. Complaints about internet connection again from the Malzahar. Response that our Braum is lagging too. 0120 making the hilarious claim of it's good until it isn't. It's tautologically true.
factual.
And the lagging Braum making the typo by saying fires. Nope, there were no infernal dragons this game. You're wrong. Yukon will probably look topside. Get that inhibitor down. Maybe send Niangi with the teleport bot to get that wave pushing in, so that they can rotate over, or just end the game off the inhibitor fight.
Yeah, I mean, top's going to push anyway because there's no towers stopping it. Like, it's going to get there eventually. It's whether you want to speed it up and go bot. Speed it up or go bot. I'd
Now we know-
probably like to go bot.
We know that Sheffield are coming through. With our vision that we can see, it would be advantageous for Yukon just to back off, reset, go bot, for the reasons that you said. They will, however, be able to de-push that top wave.
Yeah,
which will
I mean,
de-push anyway, actually.
yeah, it's not a difficult solution when, you know, they're literally right on your inhib. You just walk 10 steps to the left and clear it, like... But
Sheffield
it
do
is a
have-
source of pressure, technically.
And if we do go bot, Sheffield do actually have to respect the back door, because with 3 Mountain Dragons, you don't need the Baron buff to burn down an inhibitor
Yeah,
to
very
the
true.
open Nexus.
Maybe send the Akali top then. She can go and buff up the minions and, you know, get them in there. And if anyone comes and Tries
At
to
the
respond.
moment, UClan aren't well positioned to see. I don't think Sheffield walked over any wards.
It sucks that we can't move the screen.
It really does, doesn't it?
Jeez. Like, I want to see what's going on here. What's this mess of icons on the map?
You can see on the bot side there are 2 control wards for UClan who have been controlling the game, and only 1 scrying orb down near that red buff for Sheffield. So again, there's not really any good vision set on either. It is quite spread out. They did put vision around the Baron so that they could clear it, obviously, which worked. The teams indicate that they are ready in the chat, so the game should resume shortly.
Hopefully.
They've said they're both ready. If they both need to hit resume. I always find it quite weird when they say ready. Yep, play will resume in 5 seconds. Both ready, but nothing's happening. They are going to recall off the Baron, and Sheffield do back off, respecting the potential rotation around for the back door. Zach trying to clear some jungle on his top side, which he hasn't been able to do much. My tab button is now not working, so I can't get the scoreboard up. Ah, it's because I had chat open. The CS this game hasn't really been that much of a tale. Sheffield have led all the way through, but we've been leading on kills and overall gold. 7 towers ahead. Vayne does actually manage to pick up his red buff. UClan don't really seem to be moving with conviction at the moment, but they are hovering around the top side.
This Vayne is 3 levels down on Lissandra, 2 on Akali. Not happy with
Nyangi, there are 3 QSSs on the side of UClan.
that. I thought you said Niangi bought 3 QSSs. I was like, wait, they don't stack, do they?
I was about to say he has his QSS available, and I spotted the other 2.
Okay.
So they're really prepared for either the Zax's looking to go in. The fresh hooks that minion. It doesn't stand a chance. The minion gets chunked to half health. It goes down. But nothing else is really happening.
Wait, no, this is serious. Serious.
Zax's looking to engage. Akali taking quite a lot of damage from poke.
Yeah.
Vayne clearing the waves. Malzahar poking down with the silence of his Q.
Horrific visions as well. Like, that's a lot.
Nyangi looking to go in. Malzahar goes down. He gets assassinated by the Akali ult. Splash forced to use Zonya's early. Vayne's still alive. Uses Condemn onto Splash. Gets him away. Lucian managing to chase away the Vayne, but he does survive. The inhibitor goes down. Zac goes down. Camille still has GA. Fresh hooks onto Braum. Not the ideal target. Camille jumps onto Vayne. Vayne condemns. Akali getting a bit of damage down onto Fresh. Akali looking to assassinate, and it's the end of the game.
Oh, Jesus. Holy crap.
Well played.
I was not tense at all. I had every faith, honestly.
They finished the game with a 10.2 thousand goal lead.
Yeah, they played pretty well. There's still, you know, things to tighten up on. There's still still stuff to do, stuff to improve on, but overall, pretty impressive.
The comment coming in from someone in the chat, the Camille is so good, wowzers. That would be my analysis of the game as well. The Camille completely took over, shut down the Zac from getting the farm.
Do you know who said that? Camille.
Still true.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think, like you say, the early start getting the blue buff and not losing his own, that was a huge advantage, and it paid off multiple times. You know, they got the ward in there, they came back, they were there on spawn.
Getting the pressure onto that top side, Nyangi being able to take it and dominate those mid-game team fights by just straight up assassinating the Vayne.
Yeah.
As we saw, Malzahar managing to counter once, and it was the only team fight in which Sheffield managed to win.
I mean, the Malz is a lot simpler to play, and it did deal with the Akali pretty effectively.
The problem with, I mean, a lot of people say that, oh, Malz is really easy to play, but obviously when you become really vulnerable yourself because you're also rooted to the spot.
Yeah, but I mean, it is instant lockdown. Like, it's engage, it's peel, it's everything. Like, it's everything good that you want in an ult. Perfect, it's there. He did shitloads of damage as well, like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Almost more than the Akali.
we're now been flamed by the Camille. We should stop praising.
Good. Get out of here. You shouldn't be watching anyway. By the way, we were going to drop into to see how they were doing, or if they wanted to say anything, but they've all disappeared. So if you are in chat, like Splaff, I know you were around and stuff. Yeah, he's here. If you want to jump back in chat, we can like come in and join you. You can actually talk on stream.
Would be really nice. To your perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Like hear how they thought the games went, and
do a few interviews.
Well, interviews is a bit much, but
we need an attractive female to talk to them.
good luck finding one of them.
Hey.
Not this again, Worsy. I've told you about the cross-dressing.
Just go into one of the team chats and we can join you, or go into banter chat on the League of You Clan Discord.
Yeah, where are they? No, they don't want to talk. Well, fine, we didn't want to talk to you guys anyway. Oh, Jacko's here. Nice, let's go.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Oh, interview with Jacko.
Yeah. How's it going?
Very good.
How did you feel the games went?
Pretty well.
Yeah, you won all three. Can't
We
Sorry to
we-
interrupt
we-
this.
as well.
You with
God,
Jack.
dude's interviewing me.
We're mid-interview.
It's a group interview.
Oh.
Why is it a mid-interview? I didn't do anything that game.
No. We are mid-interview.
Oh,
Hashtag mid-interview. Follow us on Twitter. I'm kidding.
Wait, what?
Hello, good.
honestly,
But-
same.
Yeah, like that was kind of tough, pretty tense. Did you always kind of know you had it in the bag? Like,
Yeah, we just needed to, like, some people, Musty, to stop diving on the 5 people at the
mentioned.
bot tower.
we were questioning that. Well, Tidy was questioning in particular that bot T2, the top side, sorry, T2 tower dive.
Yeah.
Where Splaff ulted himself and got rid of
Yeah.
the tower aggro.
I thought, no. Okay, what happened there? I thought the edge of my ult would hit him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've hesitated a bit there, and I kind of fucked that one up, and Jack died for it.
Oh,
We thought as though the game was pretty much set from, well, we saw it and we described it being kind of a ripple effect from the very early play, where Zach didn't go into your jungle when you
Yeah.
took red and went over.
Oh,
Did you know
Yeah,
that Zach
we-
didn't go into your?
yeah.
Yeah, we knew it. Like, well, I
He
mean,
went
we had
bot and
wards
base.
down on bot side. Like, we had the 105 ward, and Jack was vertical jungling, and we were.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
thought
he didn't have
Zach
to
was
at
going to go
all.
to the blue, but he didn't show on that ward, and he
I
didn't.
took
show
his whole top side, and he
They
didn't
did
take
have it
any
warded,
of my
though.
bot
Like,
side.
he
Yeah,
ran
that
in
really,
and-
that
he
really
ran in
kind
and
of
put
won
a
us
ward
the
there.
jungle.
I think that won you the game because Jacko was able to focus around top side and mid, which would have happened anyway.
Yeah.
But Zach couldn't get the gold or he couldn't get the good engage in the bot lane anyway to get
Yeah.
the Vayne really far ahead. And then in the mid-game team fights, Nyangi was just one shot in the Vayne.
Yeah, they put a
Most of the
shitload
time.
of focus on bot lane, so we just told Dan and Joe to just like play back, and they were, and they did it pretty well as well.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Masters that ADC.
That's Coach Man.
Your boy.
It's not Coach
That's
Man,
not
it's
Coach
that
Man.
guy.
It sounds like Coach Man. Hey, you're not on team one.
Yeah, go away, Matt.
Team 1? Are you practicing again or something?
How did your
Interview.
team
No,
do,
we're
Matt?
doing the interview, man.
We went 3-0.
So
No,
do
we
we.
went 3-0.
We got a penta.
Wait, who got the
Congrats.
penta?
What were you guys playing against
Um,
Diamond? and
Yeah,
Platinum?
I stole his red buff, so we gave him a penta.
Oh, that's nice of you. So do you guys know, like, if you're in the top 16 or not?
Pretty sure we will
We
be.
should be in top.
I don't know. There was like 25 teams going for like 10 spots. Like,
Yeah, but like 3-0
yeah,
is pretty much going to guarantee us top 16 in my opinion.
I won't say guarantee. Steady on.
Hey, I'm saying guarantee. I'm fucking calling it now.
Wow, that is brave.
Yeah.
Bold.
There's a question coming from the Twitch chat, and it's asking if we can ask the jungler about how he approaches farming.
That must have been a Jack's friend.
That's my friend.
Wait, what?
Wait, who's this guy?
Is it
You know
Kavat?
what? Chris?
It's the Oxide 110 guy.
Oh, Oxide 110. Oh, he works for Oxide Enterprises. Big, big, big.
Bullshit.
No, it's real. Basically, I like to PvE a lot. So what I do is I just kill Krugs, you know. Krugs is value. Fuck the crab. Crab's not actually that good.
I don't
Heard
know,
it first.
you can kill
As long
like
as you take Krug, if you're on jungle, you can take Krugs. Always take Krugs. They're OP. That's all I'm saying.
An
my
old
secret.
efficient, but not XP efficient. Okay, we're just getting loads of questions about how Jacko approaches farming now.
Most of
They're my
most of
friends.
the top
They're trolls.
three
Ignore them.
Yeah.
most of the top 3 teams didn't go 3-0 this week.
How does your mid laner approach his damage to champions?
Here's what you do: you take aftershock on Lissandra, and you do no damage.
Yeah.
You basically just become that guy that you have to respect. You don't even have to do anything. Like, if like Vayne walks into me, she'll just die. So you can like zone people without having to use any abilities.
To be honest, though, your presence in team fights was there. Like,
Yeah.
you'd ult yourself, and anyone who was in range kind of took a big chunk of their HP.
Yeah, that's just Lissandra. I don't know. There's a lot of champions like that as well, like Atrox, where if you walk close to him, you die. So you can just push people away from fights.
Your coach is interested in how much of an impact you think he had on you.
I don't think we need a coach, honestly. I think.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, you went into that game and you had a game plan. You were going to vertical jungle, try and get the Akali ahead, and it did
Wait,
happen.
was that
I
not
mean,
your
Was that
game
something that
plan?
you decided before the game, or kind of as the game happened?
It was
Particularly with
before the game started. Yeah. When we started Newell, I think we still had like plans like that, but we never kind of followed up on it. And I think we like really matured because now we say, let's actually play for top side and get some sort of lead going up in top and mid, and it actually happens now, as you can see. But in the beginning, it just kind of didn't happen, and it was like, yeah, I think we've grown.
I mean, your vision seems to be pretty good. There was one point, I think it was in game 2, wasn't it, Tidy?
Yeah, we fucked
Where
up.
you put a ward outside of the pixel
Yes.
spot, and he walked straight through. And I
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it could
that
be
was-
costly, and it did get
I
your
died
flash.
twice for that.
Yeah, that was a bad.
To be fair, that Xin was pretty good at return ganking.
Yeah, it was very good, that Xin Zhao.
So you'd come in, get your
pretty
flash, and
unlucky.
come back in again.
Yeah. I thought I could survive the second gank by cleansing his red buff slow, but he gave me the reach around with his long spear, so feels bad.
Right,
But in all of your games, you did really well at maintaining your lead and your tempo.
Yeah, we did. Apart from some questionable things like
The 3v5.
I don't know why that
was great.
worked. I was like looking at bot. I was like, wait, looking at mid. I was like, wait, what the fuck are you guys doing? We just killed a rally and we don't have V and Busty there. Wait, you're killing everyone. Okay, or whatever.
That was
That was
interesting.
hilarious. It was so
Like I
funny.
TP'd in and I just didn't do anything. They kind of done it on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
All
The
the,
Olaf damage was gross. I think the Sivir
Yeah.
mispositioned.
I mean, the Olaf just kept getting every team fight. It was just like Olaf onto the
Jesus.
Sivir. Sivir not ulting and running away. She was just kind of there.
I felt kind of bad for her. Like, she just had the Olaf running in, chucking axes at her.
Yeah.
Die, bitch, die.
She kept trying to
she
like
did.
solo farm mid, and I kept punishing her for it as well. I didn't really understand what she was doing. She didn't really respect how many slows I have.
I mean, all 3 games had similar. Well, okay, no. The first 2 games had very similar teams on both teams.
Yeah, they
Isn't
did. I had to play versus Liz, Shin, and 2.
And then you played Lissandra as well. Is there like a Newell
Lissandra
meta?
buff.
Lissandra's kind of just.
I think
silly.
it's just a general meta, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Lissandra.
Yeah, and everyone's playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in that last game with the Master Tier Vayne, they just went for like a protect the Vayne comp.
Yeah, they did that last
But
time.
your
we
game
played
plan
them.
worked out well.
Yeah, we played against them last
I
time.
was
smashed them all
messaged
again,
by
didn't we?
their mid laner. He told me that their ADC didn't know how Akali worked. So
I don't think anyone does, really.
Oh, and they didn't ban it after giving you that information.
well, I didn't expect to pick it. Well, our coach
I
didn't
told
want
him
me
to.
pick it either, but I guess we all sort of said we can actually get it in here.
Yeah.
Our pick bans were really good today. Like,
Yeah.
I agree.
they kept banning champions I wasn't going to play because I've been playing these champions in normal games and they haven't been checking.
Nice.
Yeah.
So they banned Xin Zhao and Gragas like every game. And then I just play something else. And it was like, okay.
There was
We
one
could
game
use
where
a
they
lot of
banned
like-
the Gragas after you'd already picked Camille.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
thought it was top.
Mill was a top lane. Yeah.
Black's picks are just so strong, honestly.
Mm.
Do you like my diverse champion pool?
Lucian.
I
He had
mean,
to
it
give it
worked.
to him.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
We
Had
were
to
a bit
give it to him.
concerned into this game when the Vayne appeared, because it was like an early game matchup against a late game,
Yeah.
with the late game being gone their best player.
Yeah, there was no like late game on our side, was there? It was all like win early or die to the Vayne, kind of.
Liz scales
Yeah.
really well as well. And Akali, if she's ahead,
Yeah.
she'll just delete people. I don't know.
I mean, Fed Akali's always going to delete someone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I know what you mean. If that game went stalemate, I think they would have came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I was a bit worried. Andy was the master tier as well. Like,
But luckily, their Zac did goofed.
Yeah, he done goofed very hard.
Yeah.
I was
Um,
cringing when he didn't go into your blue.
Yeah, the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
mouse was honestly mispositioning quite a lot towards mid and late game. He kind of
Yeah.
got pumped for that a few times
I'm
as well.
surprised he didn't go Zonya's, considering
No.
he was like the biggest presence on their team.
Or Banshee, like what?
Yeah.
Banshee's so good on. Wait, no, it's not
Well,
like. Mouse.
Once we got his flash on bot lane when I killed him, I just told everyone like we have to jump on Malzahar because he's got no flash and he's got no Zonyas or anything.
Yeah.
And
He wanted me
that's
to
one
engage,
of
but
them.
I got queued by Mal's, and I can't use either part of my E while I'm silenced, obviously. So I think that game was really good. I think my Lissandra needs work still. I
a
kinda
little
just
bit
did
maybe,
random
but
shit.
you were pretty safe. Like,
Yeah.
they weren't really doing much to you.
Yeah. I
Were
always
you
end up
enjoying playing? Because you said after like the first game that the Glacial Augment Ari was disgusting.
yeah, it feels really good with our team because like when we get Dan on Thresh, and then we have Ari as well, we have so much catch, like Camille and stuff.
It was one thing in the first two games, particularly. You managed to chain your CC really well.
Yeah.
Is it something that you like practicing like customs or something?
No,
Not
I just press
necessarily.
my abilities.
you just automatically do it because you're that good of players.
No,
Well,
we
it seems as though-
practice a lot in solo queue as well, so
Yeah.
that's probably why we
Yeah, I think our
use
mechanical
fully
skills
enforced
just
energy.
come from a lot of solo queue,
Yeah.
but I think our playstyle and our like we're really in tune with each other just because we all like we know what we want to get from these team fights, and it's like so that's how we sort of like chain our abilities really well. Like in the first game, if we got a pick, it was almost 100% a kill.
Yeah.
Jake, your friends are flaming me. Time to fuck off.
First game
Except for that,
especially.
except for that 3v5 in the little.
Yeah. Look at these idiots.
Splaff in 2K18.
Feels bad, man.
Don't forget our lovely young coach
Yeah, that guy. Wait,
who
who's that
was
guy?
late to this.
It was
Yeah,
late.
he was late. He wasn't even doing
last
that.
game.
My most important games, he wasn't even there.
What happened to Rian, by the way? Why wasn't Rian playing?
Oh, Weeb.
I don't. She wasn't in on Discord when we started, but I think we kind of communicated with Rian and Tom, who's Alpha Chinchilla,
Yeah.
that we wanted to play Dan on this week.
All right. Okay.
Mostly because our playstyle right now really works with Dan right now.
Yeah.
Just the sort of aggressive plays and the picks he makes are, I guess, what we needed.
Yeah, the Thresh looked pretty good.
And this team that we just played against, the Sheffield team, we played against them 3 times now, and this
Twice.
is us against them. Was it twice?
Yeah, it's only twice.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
The
we
first
lost
game went
against them.
really similar versus them as well, but we threw kind of like we almost did this game, honestly. First game. It didn't help that somebody flash flayed backwards and then ulted.
Yeah, it didn't help. It didn't help at all.
No names mentioned.
No names. Just
No names, just ability descriptions.
ability descriptions. Sure.
I'm surprised their team, like they've got master players. I would have thought they would want to pick aggressive champions and try to build some kind of lead through mechanics.
Yeah. I
Instead
was
of going for
surprised to see the Vayne into the Lucian. Like,
He did that the first time as well.
yeah, must be pretty confident in his Vayne.
Yeah, they put a lot of focus on bot lane and just try and let mid and top get on with it. And it doesn't really work out well for them.
But yeah, well, that's it. I think UClan may very well be in the top 16 for once.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next week, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Can
When
we
will we find
spectate
out?
playoffs? Is that cool?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's generally the same rules. If the other team are fine with you guys spectating in the lobby, then yeah.
By the way, stop asking them whether we're allowed in. Just we're in there, right? If they question it, then say
when they join and they see 4 people spectating, like the 2 of you guys are the streamers, one of us is a coach.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, and then there's an extra support who's ready to sub in. They're just like, what's going on?
We played versus a team and they said we don't want spectators. So what we did is, we just got our coach man to just spectate the game out of the lobby.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's what you can do.
Yeah. I don't know why. They seemed a bit like uptight as well when we played versus them.
I mean, most of the
people are
teams seem
pretty
to be having a good laugh with it as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Those
like
guys
that last team.
They were the first guys that were a bit shitty.
Yeah.
They got a bit like, have you seen the rulebook, bro?
Yeah.
We're like, what?
In our comms, like we're always like, I don't know. Well, I mean, we take it seriously in game, but between games, we're always quite positive.
Mm. When the pause comes through, there's quite a lot of banter going on.
Yeah, always, of course. I always find pauses quite, I don't know, they kind of throw me off a bit.
I find them weird when both teams say they're ready and it still takes 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think technically you're supposed to get a ready from every player, like in the game. So
yeah.
20 seconds is kind of all right, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
But hey, anyway, let's wrap it up.
It would have been nice to have Shocks here interviewing you.
It would have been. I 100%
Don't worry,
agree.
you're just as pretty, guys.
Shocks,
thank
if you are around, call me.
Here's my number.
We'll get you on stream next week or something.
We do shout outs.
No.
Oh no.
Maybe.
I'd like to thank my mum.
I'd
Do we
like to
do
shout out.
shout-outs? I don't know.
I'd like to shout out Joe Horrigan for not buying a fucking QSS.
Shout out Joe Horrigan.
Shout out to Electro Effect, best stream I've ever seen.
Let's keep it PG.
Me?
No, we're not saying that on stream.
Give him a follow.
Right, guys, say bye.
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 Easy, Tiger.